Yes, sir, I like how that sound right there, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of inspirational. It's like everybody got a goal. They're trying to reach or alive. They're trying to live, man. Be bumps in the road. You just gotta keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? If it don't kill you, it make you strong. You know what I'm saying? My story right here. It takes a special kind of mind to grind and work from the bottom and climb up the ladder of success in time. It doesn't matter what the test is, every step is another level till I step in as the next in line, no question. I'm considered one of the best, my whole life invested in, holding mics and sketching rhymes, you guessed it. I'm on mine, still restless, yes, even pressed up my records on my own dime. As many battles I blew breath in, and open mics I blessed. I'll never be labeled an overnight success, passing out CDs, doing shows for free, then jabbing both to eat so that my soul could speak over these soulful beats that's so cold to me. Like the breeze in the shower, we be posted deep. All the prices that I paid, the sacrifices I made, it'll all come to life one day, someday. Patient, man, bumps and road ain't nothing. Rotate, doesn't stop nothing. Check it out, look. I remember it like yesterday, trying to get my record played at a radio station where they play hits for days. Having a conversation with this lady I'm facing while she making a statement made for me. She said, look, it's too many words in your hook. You need to work on your look. For what it's worth, I never took her words personal. But at first I wasn't certain though if she knew my words are personal and not just verses and books until the curtain closes. This is my version of what I know, learning in first person till I blow. And still I know how it feels to know I'm the deal. Did you still feel like a deal is just right, or a deal just might still add to my appeal? But they won't know I'm real till I touch my first million, right? I'ma chill till my bars is felt and play my hand with the cards I'm dealt, and that's the plan till it solves itself. Yeah, everything you want in this world is yours. All you gotta do is claim it, man. Be patient, work hard, man. Don't make it. Yo, it's damn near impossible to shop music without lots of loot to maneuver and make moves with. So I stay in tune with my pursuit. Fuck trying to recoup, I'm trying to juke and move units. The truth is, I'm used to excuses. Dudes give like you can. Do what I do, food and prove it. Walk in my shoes then. I'm used to goofy producers and cools that try to misuse you quick. Why you got it confused? If you think it's about groupie chicks and interviews in a mix, it ain't got ghouly, but I truly got the tools to overcome obstacles, including this music biz. I'ma shine like jewels, unlike these Rubik's Cube dudes with all this woo-woo-woo when they spit. Mick Luda is the future, so get used to this. It's day one, not a crew or clique. It's a new beginning.
Parenting in a Pandemic, powered by the Chicagoland Mom Squad, every Thursday at noon, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
As I take a sip of this fifth that makes me shiver, you could probably sail a ship on this river full of liquor. We stay afloat where hope drowns in addictions, a potent mixture. This is the picture that depicts us. We live it up, giving what we were given, gave our all, refused to give in or give up, willing to risk it all. Gee, we lived on a tip drunk, dug deep in the trenches, shit, we knew what the risk was. But of course again, it's the same story when shots fired in the alley hit shorty valedictorian. Where's the support for him, the less fortunate? Another life lost, another day in court again. 20 years for the defendant for any sort of grin. Ward of the state, he was raised in the orphanage. To where it all began, the source of it. Empty cupboards, floorboards, no money for the store again. That's all he knows.
Just where I come from, All of what I've learned, most of what I've done, I owe it all to the people that I love. I hope you're proud of me wherever I go.
That's why we shine wherever we go. We shine wherever we go. We shine wherever we go. We shine wherever we go, Lord, Lord. Welcome to the mind of a pothead. On my head, see a young nigga got dressed. We don't give a fuck what the cop said. I'm living a legacy, so even when I die, I am not dead. Nigga, I am not dead. Fuck with me.
Great afternoon to you wonderful people. Welcome to this Friday edition of I Said What I Said. We are live from inside the What's In It for the Black People Media Studios alongside Toussaint Werner and Mary Q Angel. My name is Howard. Each and every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m., we get together right here with you, and we discuss issues that are currently impacting the black community. We discuss how they impact us as individuals. We also discuss how they impact us as a collective, and along with your help, we talk through many of those issues in hopes of finding the optimum solutions for how we can overcome said issues. Again, we want to overcome them as individuals, but perhaps more importantly, we want to overcome them as a collective. So thank y'all so very, very much for choosing to be a part of this conversation. As always, your input is valued. It is certainly appreciated. Anything you want to add to the conversation, feel free to do so. We will read through as many of your comments as possible while we go through the show. We would kindly request that you please take a quick second to share the broadcast. Share it on your personal page. Share it even within your personal network. Anyone that you think would add value to or find value in this particular conversation, we welcome them to be a part of the discussion because we think the more like-minded individuals we can get to be in the discussion, the better the opportunities we have of reaching those aforementioned solutions. So please, 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 if you would be so kind, take a quick second to share the broadcast. Again, this is I Said What I Said. It is intellectual thuggery at its absolute finest on a relationship Friday, no less. My name is Herb. His name is Two. Two, what's happening, good brother?
What's up, family? I'm blessed and highly favored, man. How you? Hey, real quick, you know what? I got in trouble today.
Uh-oh.
My daughter got me in trouble today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. See, I can't tell her little ass no.
Uh-huh.
So her birthday is next Thursday, right?
Okay.
So she got a whole demo plan, right? She got dinner that I'm taking her ass out to.
Right.
And
She
her
just
and
let,
her
you know what's going
her
on.
and her crew. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crew, her whole crew.
Yeah.
That's the way to do
Yeah,
it.
you got to foot the bill for Fowler girl.
Yeah,
So.
we going. It's a crew date.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
talking
love
about?
it. I love it.
She having a spend the night day. She got a.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so they
doing
better be
movies
loud.
that I got to order certain movies they got to see, all
All right.
this, right? But before all this happens, she had to get her nails done, right? So I said, I know somebody do nails, baby. I plug you. I got you. I was like,
I'm going to Ming Ling.
No, she wants to go. She looked up some random person on,
Was that
on
ignorant?
Instagram.
Probably.
That probably was.
Like I was playing the back of my head, like,
But
okay.
she looked up some random person on Instagram, and I was like, nah, baby, you're not going there because, you know, I don't know them. You know what I mean? Like somebody's house. We not on that. So I plug her with
It's only ignorant if you don't know who Ming Ling is.
one of my cousins' people who does nails. So we go get the nails, and the lady's asking me all these questions about nails. Like, I don't know what the hell nails is. You know what I mean? She's
Right,
like, can
right.
she get this? Can she get that? I'm like, man, I'm just paying for this shit. She
Right.
getting what she says she want.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what this
Oh, so she didn't swindle you into something Nick wouldn't let her get.
is. Never, ever. So I done got the nails. I'm looking like, oh, okay. It don't mean nothing to me. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
What do they look like?
Just some regular nails. Like, they one color, but I guess they too long. I don't know.
So
It was called a full set.
They were grown woman long.
Apparently
Let's see
so.
yours.
They called a full set.
Hold him up in the camera.
They about like that probably.
Like that length?
Yeah.
Is
This
that a
like
full
long
set?
for me, and it's a full set. I mean,
She got what they call a full set.
Okay.
Okay.
So I pull in the garage and my wife looking at me crazy. I'm like, what's your problem? Because I'm ignorant. I don't know what's going on.
You
You
thought you'd done a good deed.
Yeah, what the fuck? She's like, you told her you could get a full set? I don't know what the fuck a full set is, man.
Told her she'd get her nails done.
I said she could do whatever. You know, leave me alone, man. Yeah, so now everybody in my house mad at me.
I told her she could get a full set. Is Nick letting her keep them?
I left. Ain't nothing to do with this.
Made a mess and dipped.
So was it just one color, or did it have like all the
It's
decorations
just one
on
color,
it?
but then she got like one finger on both hands with like some decoration stuff. on it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
too much for somebody to be painting on your hand. I know that.
Did
Okay,
her
Bella.
attitude like change right away? Did she start like waving her hands and stuff and talking like this?
Grabbing air.
No.
Yeah.
No, that ain't-
Okay.
She got the West Side in her, but she ain't all the way with it.
that ain't Bella move, really.
You know what I'm saying? It can't be, though. She has a
Nah, but I'm just saying, you know.
She your daddy's child, man. She can do both ways. You know what I mean? She can play it up or down. It's up to her. You know what I mean?
When do you play it down?
Oh, I play it down. I don't know these niggas by accident.
You always play it up, no matter what it is. Well, that's what's up. Glad you got in a little
Yeah, everybody mad.
little mischief today.
You know what I'm saying?
That's two. Q, how are you?
I am great. I am excellent.
I am glad to hear it, man.
Yes.
You got in any trouble today?
No, I did not. I stay out of trouble.
Oh, the day is young.
All right, we're just getting started. It's a Relationship Friday. Well, and you dressed for Relationship Friday, by the way. Look nice.
Okay, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Call it what you want.
That's what I'm called it. I just called it what I called it.
Why is this dress for Relationship Friday? I can be dressed for where I'm going afterward.
Where are you going afterwards?
Where am I
See?
going afterwards?
You know you going, Negro. See how the line start
You know
early.
what I'm saying?
She already left.
Already.
Don't do that.
Lay with it, lie with it. Come on.
I don't know. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I just forgot the place.
Yeah, okay.
Tavern.
The tavern.
What's happening at the tavern? What is going on?
The tavern.
What tavern? On Rush?
On
LaGrange.
LaGrange. Tavern on LaGrange.
Oh, I saw or heard something about
Yeah,
that.
to check out A1 Martin.
What's
What's A1 Martin?
Angela Martin.
Angela Martin.
Who's that?
She's a singer.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys got to tune in to like the Book of Dawn. She's bringing in all of these artists, Chi-Town artists. She
Yeah.
was on what's the show?
American Idol.
American Idol a couple of times. Got a very fascinating. Few times has a very fascinating story, and we're going to check her out tonight.
What's fascinating about her story?
Oh, well, right now she doesn't know where her mother is.
Pushback king for no reason.
I'm asking questions.
There's no
I'm
even
just
there ain't
asking
even a
questions.
purpose for him to be pushing back right
Why
now.
is it interesting?
What's
I'm
interesting about it?
inquisitive. I'm inquisitive. I be
It's
wanting
one
to
of
know.
those things. It's one of those things where it's like it can kind of put you in a mood because that particular day, like the tears were going. You know, like right now she currently doesn't know where her mother is.
Like just, I saw that. I saw that episode.
You saw that
Lost in the
episode,
Sauce. Yeah, I
and
saw
like her child. Yeah, she got stuff. She's conquered many things as a woman, as an artist, as a Chicagoan. So you know, it's just kind of cool to. It's going to be cool to see her in her element.
Okay, I respect.
Yeah.
That. I respect and salute it. Well, y'all
Let's
have.
get it.
And you said Dawn gonna be out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all have. a
Don's
good-
event, right?
It's
putting the
Angela's
event on?
event, but
That's not her event.
Okay.
She's going to support. That's what's
Well,
up.
rock
Whatever
out.
it is, salute it.
Oh, I respect and salute it. Y'all have a good time. I stand corrected. You dress for the tavern on LaGrange.
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 Whatever.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
But I don't be knowing anyway. I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, whatever.
Me too.
And
So this is gonna be cool for me.
Yeah, be a good time. That's what's up.
bless your heart.
You gonna if you see somebody in there with nice facial features, are you gonna tell them?
You gonna
All
say
the
you have
time.
nice facial
All the
features.
time. I
You have
think-
nice
I think
facial
you have to
features.
tell
And
people-
then walk away.
We don't hear.
Nice facial structure.
We don't
Right.
hear that enough.
Your
right?
bone
Like,
structure is
Would you guys
so
be
unique.
thrown off if people like complimented you on a regular basis? Would you be thrown off? Like,
Nah.
People do compliment me.
Yeah,
oh, okay. So you just roll with it and you go and
I
you
say-
call it a day.
I say
I've become
thank you.
accustomed to it. I say thank you.
Oh, I say,
Okay,
I say
so
thank you.
then
I
there you
say
go.
I received that.
And I
Thank you.
think everybody should be afforded that opportunity when it comes up.
Everybody don't deserve it.
What do you mean?
Oh, you said
Everybody
when it
doesn't-
comes up. Okay, cool.
What?
Everybody don't deserve
So
compliments.
if you see somebody that looks
I don't
amazing,
agree
you
with
know,
Herb saying that. I compliment people all the time. There's
If they deserve it.
There's a plethora,
What?
plethora of reasons to compliment people.
If they deserve it, I give compliments.
Like
All I
even
said
Ron.
was
Ron doesn't do very much of anything good, but sometimes he pushes the button at the right time.
Oh, okay.
Good job pushing the button, Ron. You know what I mean? That's a compliment.
Got it.
we gonna get to Ron Jeremy in a minute.
Manager Ron, get it together.
Manager
I'm the
Ron
manager
Jeremy.
around
Manager
here.
Ron.
Okay,
Congratulations.
we're gonna get to that in
Manager
1 second
Ron.
because
Ron the manager.
Big Lavender
Ron Jeremy.
Big Lavender is gonna get Ron ass beat around here.
He said that as well.
You know
Big
what I'm
Lavender
saying?
did say
That's
he's
what's
gonna
gonna
get his
happen.
ass
He's
beat.
gonna
He
get
It
Ron
was almost like
ass
he gave permission. It
beat.
was almost like
That's
he was
true.
like just
Yeah, he
get
understood
ready
what was
because
gonna
it's
happen
coming.
as soon as he heard Ron talking the way he was talking. I'm gonna tell y'all in a second. I forgot what we was talking about, so I might as well just tell y'all now. What was we just talking about?
We were talking
Big
about
Ron being the manager and Big Lavender getting his ass whooped.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
Damn, I really forgot what we were just talking about like 5 seconds ago. Y'all don't remember either?
Yeah.
Having on LaGrange.
Huh?
Having on LaGrange.
No.
You was
Facial
drinking when you
compliments.
came up
Oh,
Compliments.
compliments.
You didn't remember either.
It was compliments.
No, I haven't been
that
drinking
you
since
feel
I
like
came
people do not deserve them.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that.
Right.
Move so fast. Today.
That earth-shattering,
So fast.
that earth-shattering topic.
Oh.
Move out the way.
Move out.
we changing the game in here, man.
I feel so much.
Yeah, everybody don't deserve compliments, bro. If you deserve it, I'm giving you. I compliment anything I can find to compliment. But everybody, it just ain't. It ain't. I don't got nothing to compliment you on. I'm not finna.
So wait, are you talking about like male
Anybody.
and female driven?
Huh?
Like male and female?
Dudes, I'll give a dude a compliment as quick as I'll give a woman a compliment.
Okay, so what?
I like them shoes, bro. Like that jacket, bro.
Not deserving of a compliment. Like, wouldn't that make you a hater?
No. If they don't
Right?
deserve a compliment, how am I hating because I'm not giving them one?
Paint a situation where you do not deserve a compliment. You are fly AF and you do not deserve this compliment.
See, that's
Well, you'd have
that's
to be
wrong.
fly
What do you
AF
mean?
first, right? If
But-
you was a bum,
I didn't
But
say that.
I'm saying, okay, so
let's say you saw a bum.
How
on
do you
the
put
street,
that kind of
how do you
premise on
compliment that bum?
That is.
I like the way you
Love-
get that change, homie. Good. I see that.
Love the way you laid that palette out, fam. Just the way you fold that cardboard.
You are very
Oh,
creative.
that's so good.
I
very
picked that.
creative.
Yeah, no.
I saw a bum. I saw a picture with a sign.
Bum
that
is
said,
such a terrible word.
Horrible.
Hey, it is what it was.
Like homeless.
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 But you don't know if
Bum
they
is
homeless or
such a
not.
terrible
You don't know if
word.
they
No,
homeless.
I watched somebody make some mad.
Right.
one
So
day
bum
sitting
just
back
works, and I
eating.
like the way bum sounds.
A bum
You
bum.
like to say bum.
What did you say? That
Bum.
what skit was it when we was talking about like a bum, like put his hands on his face? or
Kevin
something?
Hart.
It was Kevin Hart. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a bum bump. I'm gonna get a bum bump.
No, but I saw this bum that had a sign that said, "I bet you can't hit me with a quarter." I thought that was brilliant.
You should have. I would have.
And did you tell him that you thought it was
Nah,
brilliant?
I did. I was
Did you
driving,
give him a
so-
quarter?
No, I was driving.
I
I
would've-
thought I was interested.
I would have went to the currency
When they
exchange.
got quarters and throw it out.
I would have went to the currency exchange, got a row of quarters.
That's
Came
so
back like, boom.
That's so disrespectful.
Not in the face.
In the face.
Well, if you get that creative, I feel like I got to get creative too. So
like just
boom.
And there you go. It's mutual.
I like the bums that say, now you got me saying this shit. I don't even call them bums. What's wrong with you,
Just call them
man?
homeless.
What do you call them?
You say what you call them like that's in the dictionary.
Homeless.
Bum is in the dictionary.
Homeless.
I bet it's not.
Filler is in the dictionary. Gino just said it, so bum has to be there. Has to be.
Bum is in the dictionary.
Bum.
Hey, well, what is the house
I'm
defined?
finna-
Look it up.
Bum has to be in the dictionary.
Look it up.
This
Okay.
is not a negative
Not
word.
like
Bum.
Ebonics dictionary.
It has to be in the dictionary.
Bum. B-U-M.
A homeless person.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not necessarily lazy, but usually considered to be because of their social rank. Also
That's
including
good.
people that beg for change,
Pull your
people
computer
sleeping
up.
in the street.
Pull your
Bum.
computer up.
Look at the second definition though.
Pull your computer up because I don't believe you.
I'm not going
It
in the
says-
second
it
definition.
says a person
We already had this.
a person who devotes a great deal of time to a specified activity.
A person
That's
who
a
devotes
compliment. You're focused.
that.
That's what bum
So-
means.
so a
You're
bum
focused on
is
being
on
many
for
change.
You're focused.
At this point, a bum can be many things in
bum
that
bum.
case.
Yeah,
Different arenas.
I know a bunch of bums. They ain't no
I know a
homeless.
bunch
Their
of bums.
definition is a ski bum, a basketball bum.
Bums. It's a bunch of bums.
Alvin put in the chat too. He said, bum, a noun.
Tiger said, bum is wrong, but cluck is okay.
Yes.
I've never heard
Yes,
that.
cluck is fine. Who said that?
Tiger
Yeah.
said cluck.
Yes. Yes, bum is wrong, but cluck is okay.
Let's see if
Absolutely.
cluck. Let's see if cluck is in the dictionary.
Cluck. And it's going to be a picture of Queen Cluck on St. Ivan Stony.
Cluck.
Cluck.
You got me clucked up.
Yeah. Bums? Y'all are terrible people.
Yeah,
Well,
cluck
I-
is,
I
but
tell
it's
you-
not what we use it as.
I didn't know it had a P
Chicken.
at the end of it. I thought it was just B-U-M.
Yeah, I don't know what that kind of
It got a B at
B-U-M-B
got a
is.
B-U-M-B.
Yeah, that's what I thought. B-U-M-B.
Okay, you got
You
Cluck
didn't
up
know
here
that?
too?
And you're a manager?
No, just B-O-M. B-U-M.
I know.
too.
B-U-M.
This poor Chicago education, man.
Oh.
It makes me nervous.
A bum bump.
But cluck is there, yeah. It says a short guttural sound.
Well, I saw that.
Yeah, it sucks. That's a sucky definition.
You know.
I like ours better.
Right. What we know clucks to be much more entertaining than what they think clucks are.
Yeah.
Clucks.
Let's see.
Okay.
You know what a cluck is?
I know now. Apparently, it is that.
It's a drug addict that's outside acting cluckish.
Interesting. I just looked up fiend and it says evil spirit or demon.
If Boosie said if Cluck is there, Box is there.
Definitely box is there, but it's not going to represent what we're talking about.
We need an Is Wiz dictionary.
I heard
man.
somebody
y'all
on
out
TV the
there.
other day talking about they box in the way that we use it. I
Yeah.
said, man, Mo's still the shit.
Gee, we move the needle on.
We are the culture.
We are the culture, fam.
Y'all the culture.
We
y'all,
are.
Y'all do y'all thing.
We are the culture,
Y'all
man.
do it. Y'all do it.
I couldn't believe that. Yeah, she was like, it could have been in my box, but I said,
Yeah.
this bum is still in our language.
Yeah. Bum. Bum box.
There's so many names.
Have you?
and-
I'm finna take this all the way there. Yeah, there's the Queen Clucker. Man, my brother like Queen Clucker. We used to call her that all the time. We still call her that. Bum box.
Bum box.
box. This
Yay or
is
nay?
Out of control.
Lil Ron.
What
Yay
you
or nay
doing
on
now?
bum box?
Would you?
What's considered bump out?
Now I'm in the locker
Y'all
room.
told me what a bum is. We all know what box
It's
is.
a bunch of bum box
Now
out
I'm
here.
in the locker
Yay or
room.
nay on bum
I'm in the
box?
locker room.
Huh? How much? How much
Gee,
for
you
bum
don't
box?
think? Wait. Time out.
How much for bum box,
Wait,
Ron?
time
What's
out.
happening?
We gotta stop the tape.
Okay.
You don't think the green door is bum box? I mean, we've all had some bum box. It just don't mean homeless box. Let's keep it a buck.
Just because it came
I
from
ain't
that
said
don't
the
mean
Mary.
it.
I ain't say because of where it came from. If you could show up with a fifth and a bag of weed, that's bum box.
It's bum box. Bum box.
If that's the expectation, come on, let's keep it a buck.
Y'all need to
Bum
go ahead
box.
and coin it.
Y'all are hilarious right now,
That's
man.
bum box.
Also heard keeping it a buck on the TV show. Yeah, Shaka, they still all our stuff, man. Keep it a buck. Yo, Ryan. Not the bum he's talking about. I feel the point you're making too. But I mean, bum as y'all just defined it.
Like
Okay.
homeless?
Yeah. How much for you to run up in some bum box?
It's levels of homeless too, though.
It's levels of. I don't mean couch surfing.
This is really
I don't mean couch
happening.
It
surfing.
is
I mean under the viaduct surfing.
Yeah.
This is really happening.
People be going
Under
though.
the Vada,
Yeah, you think they're not having sex?
People be going. I'm gonna tell you.
it's a human. It's
When I was a
nature.
shorty, one of my neighbors was an alcoholic, right? So we had a liquor store right there on College on 95th.
Mm-hmm.
And I was riding past the liquor store on my bike, and I seen my neighbor doing the under the viaduct bump. He was an older alcoholic cat, but get it when
Bum
you
box.
get it. You know what I'm saying?
Bum box, baby.
I was appalled.
Bum box. You ain't Paul. You a nigga that steal. Ron, you said how much? 100?
Can't go.
100.
100
Goose egg.
bum box.
But no,
Like
not to buy.
viaduct bum box?
No, not to buy the box.
Oh, okay.
To receive the box.
Oh,
How much
How much you going for?
How much would I have to give you for you to dip in the bum box?
shit. These days, top 10 boxes go. Oh, I was gonna say, I got it confused. You're right.
Right.
Nothing is worth the taking that chance.
What chance?
Nothing is worth.
What chance?
Oh, this is going
chance.
somewhere.
What chance?
I can feel that.
Jesus.
Are you telling me that the STD rate is higher among bums than regular not bums?
I would believe so.
Why would you believe that? Are they having more unprotected sex, or you think they caught chlamydia because they sleep under the bridge?
They have less access to healthcare.
Yeah, so they dirty. Like
So you think the green door is
I
going?
didn't call them dirty.
Right?
They
He's
have
wild.
more access to health.
I said they have less access
Oh,
to healthcare.
okay.
So you think
Wow,
you
what
you,
is
you think the green door is getting checked more often?
The green door don't get checked.
I'm asking you a question.
off the green door, because I don't even know what the green door up to.
Oh, okay. I think thought you should say something crazy.
Let me get off rock. I know it's $100. I know it's $100. I give him $100 right now. We can go to 51st and get Ron tapped in.
That's dead.
I can't believe you just put that kind of smut on homeless people's name that they are burning out here.
You did kind of put some smut on the homeless
Don't
people's
put
name.
words, but I ain't say they.
You
burning.
did kind of
You
on the
did.
homeless
I
community.
said they're most likely to have it before.
They're most likely to be
Someone else.
burning?
You said they was dirty too. I
That's
didn't say
kind of.
that.
I don't know about that.
Why would you think that?
You're sleeping on the street and you're not.
You don't get chlamydia off the concrete, sir.
Okay, but you get it from being dirty though.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Can we leave?
They're not. They don't have the ability to wash up after sexual activity.
You get chlamydia from being dirty?
No, from having sex, from continuing to have sex with a dirty with dirty body parts, you can catch disease.
I've already exited the locker room, by the way.
Hey, this man is hilarious, bro.
Look, I'm scared. I'm just scared.
Did you see that video I sent you the other day, Mr.
No,
C?
I didn't see no video of Mr. C, man.
Okay.
You got it? You want to pull it up or something?
I don't think we could play it because it's probably property of somebody else. But you know who Mr. C is?
No.
So Mr. C is like a legendary hip hop DJ.
Oh yeah, I do
y'all
know.
never heard of Mr.
I do
C?
know. I do know Mr. C.
So Mr. C got in trouble a while back. Well, I'm gonna say trouble. That's the best way I can explain it. He got in trouble a while back because he was trying to proposition a transsexual for some dome.
Okay.
And apparently now this was like a rumor in New York. I guess if you're in New York, you probably heard the rumor or something, right? But he was doing.
I didn't realize your camera was on. I would have put you on the camera when you were talking about bums catching chlamydia because they sleep outside. What's wrong with you?
Don't put no face to that statement.
Bueller said, "Where did we as educators go wrong?" I blame CPS. I do. I blame them.
Sex ed was not in that joint.
No Ed was in that joint. I just tell you what it is. But
Ed the janitor.
So y'all don't believe that
Ed Nim.
So you don't.
So you about to try to explain this?
So you don't believe that having continuous amounts of sex without washing up.
Who said that that's happening though?
They don't have a place to wash up, so you know they're having sex continually without washing up.
How you know that? How you figure that people don't wash up?
They bums.
Man,
Furthermore, why do you?
on homeless people's names over here?
Furthermore,
man.
why do you
I don't
think?
like
Why do you think that people who sleep?
Saying bums.
Why do you think that people who sleep inside are certainly washing their ass every day?
I didn't say. I just said the average. You know what I'm saying? Statistically,
You're gonna bring statistics
I
into
can
this. You got
believe-
statistics for
I
this
can
bullshit
believe-
that you're spewing.
I can believe that on the average, most likely a bum is washing up less than someone who lives in a house.
Wow.
So anyway, back to Mr. C.
Let me put him on the camera with this goofy shit, man. Are you serious, bro? Go ahead with Mr. C, man, because this
So
guy.
Mr. C got apparently it was a rumor going around. And this is a while ago. Rumors was floating around New York. That he was, dealing with transsexuals. Then some transsexual obviously knew how popular he was when he rode up on them. Recorded Mr. C trying to negotiate some top from him. Put it all out publicly, whatever, kind of humiliated him. And this was like maybe, I don't know, it was a long time ago, but the transsexuals wasn't as accepted as they are now. So it was really a big thing. But it was very interesting because I got sent a clip of him sitting on the couch of a podcast, very openly talking about with a really with Mano, which would be kind of considered a gangster rapper, right? 10 years ago, who wouldn't even been sitting on that couch with that dude having that conversation publicly for sure.
Real. That's
you
real.
know what I mean?
Okay.
And they were on the couch having a conversation, and he asked Mano, "You like transsexuals?" And Mano was like, "Nah, I'm cool."
Right.
No disrespect to the transsexuals.
Right, because you got to be careful.
Because you got to be careful, right? And then he was like, "But what about you, though? What
Ain't
about
no
you?" though?"
rumors he's a fruitcake.
Oh, he was going.
There's a term I haven't heard in a while.
Oh yeah, Gino brings up all the old labels.
Fruitcake.
He's definitely a fruitcake. But Mr. C is going in on the couch because Mano was like, "You like homosexuals?" He's like, "Yeah, I like them. This is my thing,
Yeah.
So then Mano says, "You consider yourself gay?" And he was like, "No." He's like, "I'm a trisexual. I try it.
I'll try anything once."
Right? Then he's explaining all this to the dude. It's an open. I'm tripping on how the whole imagery of the whole thing. Right? Here's a gangster rapper sitting on the couch with a dude who, let's say, 5 years ago,
Right.
this would have been the end of both of y'all's careers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the Mr. C guy is so openly
Right.
expressing
His
fascination with she ladies, she boys, whatever what lady boys,
she males.
she males.
Okay.
That, right? So then
She ladies. She boys.
whatever they call them. I'll be confused. And it's not a knock. I don't be knowing,
Her hims.
Her him. Shims and them.
Shims.
But
Shims
then
downstairs.
Mano says, "You ever bust one down?" He was like, "Oh no, I would never."
Uh-huh.
Now 5 seconds before he's openly talking about how much he loves getting top from these lady boys.
Right.
Right? But then Mano say, "You ever bust one down?" He all the way in like, "No, I never bust one down."
All right.
And Mano was like, "Oh, okay." Like in my mind, and maybe it's just me, it looked like he was like, I believe that. How could you believe that? I'd be confused. G. What planet is this?
Yeah, no.
I don't understand.
That's
man.
no- yeah,
We
that's-
living in a different world.
Yeah.
Wait, say that one. In his mind, he believed what?
The dude never bust him down. He never busted a lady boy.
Although
down.
he's sitting there talking about how
But how much top he gets from lady boys?
Got him.
How do you find these videos?
They
That's what I
come
be
to my
wondering
Instagram,
too, Tiger.
G.
Something's wrong with this dude.
They come to my Instagram.
That's hilarious, man. 125, Ron?
Look, if you want me to give you some money to go get you one after this, I got you.
I'm solid. I'm cool. Appreciate the offer, though.
Let me hold the 125 just in case.
Yeah, I'm finna go get some. I'm finna go.
Let me hold the
I'm finna go get
125.
some. Come
I'll
on.
take the 125 either way.
I'm finna go get some. I'll take pictures for you.
Hey, look, if you gonna I give you the 150. Come back. These pictures gonna be everywhere.
Y'all is crazy. Bums? What about you, Mary?
No.
D.
No, not at all.
150?
No, not at all. $0.
All right, cool.
What about the other kind of bum? The house. What'd you say? The dude who found out how to sleep on your couch?
The homosexual?
Homosexual.
You ever
A homosexual.
you ever been involved with a homosexual?
No.
Mary? Do you know what a homosexual is?
I explain, and I'm quite sure it's still going to be no.
It's someone who seeks shelter and refuge merely on the means and ability of their sexual prowess.
No.
Have you ever been a homosexual?
No. Well, God dog. No. No.
You ever fucked your way into somebody's house
No,
for a
sir.
few months?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, not
Y'all
at
say
all.
that like it's such a negative thing.
I'm not saying it's a negative thing. I'm just saying that I've never done it.
Anybody ever done it to you?
No.
All right, cool. You sure?
No, we got standards.
Because you might have thought it was one thing.
Wait, because
We have
you can't have
standards
standards if you have to use
You
what you
know
got to get
you
what
can
you want.
do whatever you want to do. Everybody got their own way that they live their lives.
Right.
It is not my way.
I'm saying hindsight being 2020. Can you look back over any of your relationships and be like, he might have been a homosexual?
No.
You ever been homosexual?
Have you ever?
Y'all
been
not living life right.
Have
Absolutely.
you?
I went from college dorms.
Even something as simple as, man, we going out of town this weekend. We ain't getting no hotels.
What?
Shit, we shooting till we score.
I've been flued out.
That ain't the same.
So what are you talking about?
Being flued out is different. See, when
I
you
thought
go,
that's what you just said.
No,
Oh, no.
when you
said-
go on a
Oh,
trip.
wait a minute.
you taking a risk. You rolling the dice.
This ain't my story to tell, so I won't tell you who told me, but they work here. Told me the funniest homosexual travel story that I've ever heard in my life. I'm going to have that person tell you. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
Talking about going down to Freaknik and arriving in Atlanta with $20.
Yeah, I been to that freak Nick.
Arriving in Atlanta with $20.
That might have been the same freak Nick I was at.
So now y'all know who told me the story.
Had they ball though, you understand me?
I am. You ever heard the term? Pardon my French. You ever heard the term "on my dick"?
I've heard "get off my dick."
No. I mean, like people use it as like I'm broke. Sometimes people say like on my ass, but and sometimes in the South they say on that thing.
They say that in the South.
Never heard that.
Plies got a whole song about it.
I ain't really hip to plies like that.
Yeah, Plies got a whole song about it on his first album. But anyhow, that was not fun, but it was. Ron Jeremy, you ready for this conversation?
Yeah, it's not my name.
Yeah, it's not my name. Whatever, man. Let me pull you up on the screen. Let's see if we can't get you a little bit closer on the screen for what I'm about to bring up. Ron.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing too drastic.
No, that's okay. Just let me flip these things around, and we're gonna be all right here in just a second.
I'm lost without my computer.
Bop. Okay, Ron.
Yes, sir.
You want me to tell the people, or you want to tell the people what you told me in Tucson a few days ago?
For y'all you always twisting my words.
Huh? You want me to tell the people, or you want to tell the people what you told me in Tucson a few days ago?
Let me say it, because you always twist my words around.
Okay. No, I don't, but okay.
All right. So all I said was 9.5 times out of 10. If I'm not dating you exclusively, I am not giving you head.
Okay.
That ain't kind of how what you said.
That's not what he said, but okay, cool.
Okay, then we went.
No, it's fine. No, tell it how you want to tell it, because now I mix your words up. So tell it how you want to tell it. Go ahead.
Okay,
That's what you said. That was it?
Said. No, that wasn't all that was said.
Okay. Tell me now. That's okay. I'll give you that. That's what you said. Tell the people why you said that. Why is it that you don't do that?
Because first of all, I don't trust sleeping with.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me say the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't trust sleeping with multiple women
Mm-hmm.
who I know are sleeping with multiple guys.
Okay.
That's a way to.
So you're saying you only sleep with one person? Got it.
No, I'm saying I'm not out here.
Okay, fine.
I'm not
How old are you, Ron?
29. I'll be 30 in June. But I'm actually like 82.
Howard Toussaint said, Ron, you know you a box monster. Hey.
I think it's something different about you. What, a Gen Zer? What they call that, Gen
No, I'm a
Zer?
millennial.
He's a millennial.
You still a millennial?
I'm not a Gen Z.
So, but you on the cusp though, right? What's the Gen Zer?
Nah,
I'm definitely not. The
nah,
Gen
see,
Zs are 24 and younger.
I am like on the older end of millennial.
Millennials are 25 to 35 right now.
Okay. But you still kind of close. 29, 24, you close. There's a different energy with that generation specifically, and I'm saying male specific, I can't speak to the women, but how they approach sex is very different.
Carpet muncher.
Like I got a nephew, G. He's extremely he's a handsome young dude.
Uh-huh.
Hooped, got a whip. I mean, you know, he ain't old. He might be like 20.
Extremely handsome though.
I mean, it's in the genes. He might be like,
I'm gonna let it go only because it's your cousin, but handsome would have sufficed. Extremely.
but he's a very attractive young boy.
Nigga, you gay.
You know what I'm saying? But he's also my nephew, so it's not gay. Genetics.
That's why I'm gonna let it go because
shout
it's
out
your
to
nephew.
family.
But the extremely was a bit much.
20,
Go.
He got to be like 21 at this point, I'm
Okay.
assuming.
Sure.
And I'm just like, if I was you,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it would be dangerous out here. It just would be. When I was you.
Because of the way he
When I
look
was
and
you.
what he has going for himself.
When I was you, it was dangerous out here. And everybody in my peer group moved like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I look at the younger cats, and I'm not saying they're wrong or we was right, I'm just saying it's different.
The streets call Ron Mr. Child.
But the younger generation, the guys are very, very
Smart.
I don't know if they smart. I
Conscious.
think they hesitant, and I think they're intimidated, and I think they move differently around women, and maybe it's
Why
because
those
of.
words?
I'm saying it specifically because I think it's because of the internet,
Forget that work order, Shaka. Do it later.
and I think it's because of the internet because it creates a divide socially, right? So it's one thing to talk to women in person, and it's a different thing to talk to women in their DMs, right? So I don't think they effectively close deals. I don't think they're very comfortable around women. I just think it's just some weird stuff.
Closing a deal?
Yeah, I didn't stutter.
Yeah, close the deal. I'm with
Close the
it.
deal.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharif, for breaking
Finalize
down
the agreement. Close the deal.
Okay.
Win the game. Well, you know what I
Let's,
mean?
Mary, understand something here, okay? Because I don't like how you act around these conversations like you don't understand what's happening here, okay?
No, I understand what's happening.
The analogy, right?
Yes,
Closing the
yes,
deal.
yes.
You had a negotiation table, right?
Right.
We trying to get this, trying to get that, try to get this, try to get that, try to get this, and then at the end of the negotiation, we're trying to close this deal, right? It's the same thing, right? So we start off. You have an interest, I have an interest, you trying to get this, I'm trying to get that, you trying to get this, I'm trying to get that. We're going through these negotiations, looks like dating, looks like gifts, looks like phone calls, looks like text messages, looks like time spent. And then we close the deal. You with us?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. All right.
You just didn't like the language.
Put your big girl should on, okay?
They're on.
All right.
What would be better? Solidify the relationship.
Right. we what do they call it? What they call it when you after you get married? Yeah, consummate the relationship.
It's not a relationship though. It's a deal.
So then, okay. You're saying that that's a problem because of social media?
I don't know. I just know it's a difference. I think in my peer group, let's just say all my little homies on 95th Street, every male on 95th Street, we didn't get out of 14 years old without not being virgins no more.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was 13 for me.
You know, and I'm not like hanging.
I'm
out
not
as a badge.
I'm not advocating
to say
for it.
that's
I'm
a
not
badge of
celebrating it.
honor.
It's just the truth.
Right, but when I first went to college and I met other guys in my peer group who's like they was virgins, it was like almost unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's like now I look at the shorties and I specifically, not that my nephew's a virgin, I'm not saying that at all, but he's 21. I've watched him grow in 21 years. You know what I'm saying? He might, I don't know. It's just different. It's very different. You know what I mean? His access versus my access is a world apart.
So if social media wasn't a situation and he still made the choices that he currently makes, would you still consider it different? Would you?
Yeah, it would still be different.
Would you question it or?
Yeah. What's wrong?
Why? Okay, so that's what I'm getting at. Why is that?
And it shouldn't be what's wrong. It shouldn't be what's wrong. I'll openly admit that it shouldn't be what's wrong.
But you're kind of judging it, and
I'm judging it. It shouldn't be what's wrong, but it's just
like
I just remember 14. I was married. Like,
but you got to understand, with the generations changing, that it doesn't just change for guys too. It changes for women too. So it's different for them trying to.
See, the women is being very different too.
Right, it's different for them trying to approach.
Is that why you use the word intimidated?
I see the women as being way more open.
Is that why you use the term intimidated?
But they're only more open because they're more open with what their wants are now. You know, like you gotta have the bread, and you gotta have the look and stuff now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he got the look. He ain't got no money, but
because
How much money?
Like Mary was saying, most women in our generation think that guys don't know how to hold a conversation. But that's only because the conversation that they want to hear pertains to what you're gonna do for me.
Money ain't that prevalent in our community for everybody to only be boning people that got a lot of bread.
Every woman ain't about a man's money.
Under the image. Everybody pretends.
Well, you know, you can pretend, but you ain't getting none out of make
aspiration
believe.
is prevalent in our community. I'll give you that,
But every woman is not about a man's bag and or their looks.
I don't care if they were or not.
And I feel as if you, because to me it just sounds like you're making a conscious decision. Like you're thinking about your body as well. You're thinking about your mind. You're thinking about your spirit. Like there's more stuff that comes with.
Putting it in the game, compare and contrast. Putting you on the game, compare and contrast. I read an article about China maybe a few years ago. Right now, think about technology and how it works in China versus how it works here. It's much more technological.
$40, duh.
It's much more technologically advanced in China than it is in America. They're getting a lot of stuff first because they're creating it there, right? There was like a move. They was putting vending machines in certain areas of China with used women underwear in it. And men was buying this shit like crazy. They was buying the fake dolls like crazy because they don't have a level of intimacy because they're always attached to devices and they don't know how to engage with the opposite sex. Now that's an extremity, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is when I look at the shorties in my demographic, in my community, even my son, he's 15, he trying his goddamn hardest to get some bucks. You know what I mean? He ain't telling me that, but I know what's going on. I can see it. You know what I mean? So I throw off the cuff comments to him like, hey man, she like you. You just being yourself. You know, just little stuff like you ain't got to do all that. Yeah, you ain't got to do all that, man. But again, going back to my nephew.
Can't talk your way into the box. Only talk your way out of the box.
And this is a different conversation with your daughter, by the way.
I mean, my daughter's not that old.
But I'm just saying.
I thought he was going to say, my daughter don't.
No, I'm just saying that pushing a male forward and said, please have as much sex.
I didn't say that.
His whole demeanor changes when we're talking about Bella versus when we're talking about Eric.
Go ahead.
His whole thing.
But see how the language changes, though.
No, go ahead.
Now, because I told my son to be himself and shit like you, it's like, go get all the box.
No,
I didn't say that.
No. I'm just saying that, like.
Go get the box, cuz.
Men tend to raise their boys to go after it, and then they don't tell their girls the same thing.
Listen,
and it's a double standard.
I didn't tell my son to go after nothing. But
saying
self-confidence. That's what I told him to go after. Be yourself.
Right.
So don't put words in my mouth, Mary Q.
If I think my son is mature enough and ready for that, and we've talked about it, and I make sure I understand that he knows the importance of protecting himself and the reality of babies and diseases, fam, go get your boxes.
But we still,
you can go open a U-Haul as far as I'm concerned.
Let's not get out one conversation and move to another one yet. We're moving too fast. Something is different.
Yeah, y'all didn't even let me finish what I was trying to talk about with Ron, but go ahead.
Something's different, even in regards to like Ron. For real, something's different, right? And I just don't understand that. And again, this is the outside looking in, but the women seem overly aggressive, and the dudes seem
passive.
It's I was doing a project. I was working on a project in this alternative high school on 78th and something over there by the Salams. I can't remember the name of the school. And I'm standing in the classroom, and this girl walks up to me, and this blew my damn mind. High school girl. Now it's alternative school, so that could mean a lot. She could be in her 20s. I don't know. Shit's different. Shit's different. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, Mr. Werner, look at XYZ ass. She got a fat ass. And I said, Shorty, get away from me. And I moved around. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't that.
It's like that. You can't do this.
But my point is, this is a woman talking about another woman. The whole energy was like,
Straight like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, just different.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
But again, I couldn't imagine that happening in my high school time. A girl approaching somebody with authority in that school saying, share this glance at this other young girl's ass.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The gall.
Right?
Yeah,
the audacity of it. But and again, that's a specific kind of a situation.
Yeah.
But it still speaks to the energy surrounding the women of the era and the difference in the men of the era. And the men of the era, I think, are very, very passive.
Cool. Ron Nyla says you seem to be more thoughtful about your interactions, and rightfully so.
Yeah, because I've been through a lot for my age.
All right, so
You
ain't been through shit.
I swear to God. Y'all assumptions.
I've been through a lot. A lot is relative.
Life for me is just ain't been
Life ain't been no crystal stair.
Fuck.
Fuck
We
out of
black.
Still I rise looking ass out of here.
Get your oh, Lazy Hughes face.
Right, get your motherfucking. I'm finna just gun him. Hey, Ron, finish the story, man. Why is it that you don't have to eat box, other than you're so selective about the women that you choose to interact with?
Blessed.
Come again?
Blessed.
Me too. Highly favored. What's wrong? What are you talking about?
Blessed. Mean if I pull this whole room get dark.
Push the button, dog. Push the button.
Myself.
Yourself.
If you do what?
Clearly, y'all haven't watched the Bernie Mac stand up.
Hey man, what what are you communicating, man?
If I whip this fucker out, the whole room get dark.
So your premise is that you are so well endowed that you don't have to engage in cunnilingus.
With everyone. See, you have to make it clear. With everyone.
But it's because of how well endowed you are.
No, that's not the only reason. That's not the only reason.
Harriet Tubman says the number one way to not get it is to call it box. This ain't that. Show some respect. Okay, Harriet.
Harriet Tubman.
That's what Harriet Tubman said.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute, time about I'm an Xbox man myself.
Yeah. Hey, don't be stealing my word, man. I came up with that phrase too when somebody was trying. I think it was Steve was shooting at, I don't know, somebody he was in love with as a kid. I call it Xbox. All right, Ryan. Thanks, man. Please don't say anything else for the next 2 hours. You are unbelievable, literally.
Still ain't hit the button though. I just wanted to hit the button. Hit the button.
I know myself, man.
Know yourself, G. Hit the button.
So Candace says here, millennial women aren't with the BS.
You get
No trauma, baggage, drama. Most have their ish together and want their dating pool to up their game.
Exactly.
You believe that? Do we do the data again?
Yeah.
60% of black families make under 60,000 dual income earning black households. There's two of y'all making money. Make less than $50,000. That's the numbers ain't changed since y'all became of working age. So what's having your shit together? If it's financially, that's a lie. Right? So is it spiritually? Is it mentally? What's different about the millennial woman that didn't happen with Gen Xers?
I think it's just a matter of a lot of folks are out here hustling. Like you have a lot more folks creating their own business, just more independent.
See, but still, how does that apply? Right? I think there's different conversations taking place.
It's just to simply say that if your hustle is not as strong as my hustle, then don't talk to me.
So it's all transactional.
Equally
it's not
yoked.
It's equally yoked. It's being like-minded.
Which is a concept that was created by an economist.
No, okay. So you're not about to talk to somebody that's not on the same level as you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, none of that.
No.
Why wouldn't you talk to somebody?
I do all
I
that
wouldn't
stuff.
talk to somebody that's not on the same level with me, like mentally.
Mentally, right. I don't,
Right?
Okay,
Or
so-
spiritually. But financially?
I ain't gonna lie about the spiritually.
How much I make she gotta make?
It's context though. I'm
Or leave
saying
her alone?
from a young perspective. From a young 14 to whenever I got married. Me, and you know, I didn't know if I liked you until after I hit.
But then it's like, and this is perfect because it's like
That's
at that point, what are
hilarious.
you after?
But am I?
At that point, it's like, what are you
Don't
after?
have me on the
What do
island.
you
Am I the only
value?
one who rock like
At
that?
that point, it's what
I've been in 2 relationships my whole life.
it's.
One I got
that-
married, and one
But
was
you
just
guys, you got to look at
For
what
our-
you value. If at a 14-year-old, you only value having sex, then okay, then that is your go-to. That is.
But
what
that's
you
the
are
question
going
I'm
after. But if
asking.
you have women out here, young women that are out here saying that that's not my highest value, then
And I salute that.
yeah,
Right? But that's not the question I'm asking. And I think we're operating from a different paradigm.
Okay, what is
I'm
the question?
saying this next generation, from 14 to, let's say, my nephew was 21. I don't think the interest or the action, I'm out here trying to find my life partner. But I'm sexual, right? And I'm
Okay.
saying in my peer group, we operated under the different kind of premise, right? It was all available to us, and we was trying to get as much as possible, right? When I look, and I'm not waving no flag. That's not what I'm saying either. I'm just saying there's a different approach. When I look at the younger generations from, let's say, again, them same age brackets, that 14 to 21, where at least in my mind, I'm not thinking that you're looking for a life partner, right? But the way they approach the conversation it's radically different than from how my peer group approached the conversation. It's visibly different. It's visibly different. By the time I was 21 from 14, like, I ain't gonna tell them numbers, but them numbers was some numbers.
Yeah. I don't know that it's that. I don't know, though, too.
It's
like,
different.
I think it's the world's oldest profession. I think that has kind of been the dynamic forever. And so it might move different now to you know, what kind of car do you drive, but it ain't no different from, you know, okay, if granddad go work and, you know, take care of his house, he can have a whole other family. I'm going to stay here because he take care of his house. Like, it ain't really, you know what I mean?
Again, context is so important. We keep talking about like an adult relationship. I'm just talking about the very necessity for youth to explore sexuality. I'm not even talking about shit where finances come into the conversation. Y'all 18.
Okay.
And
You
you're
niggas
saying
live with your
you-
mama
Right.
in the
You're
basement.
saying
Right.
youth exploring sexuality, period, is completely different these days.
It's
And-
very different.
And the guys are passive and the girls are aggressive in the context of youth simply exploring sexuality. What makes you think that wasn't the case beforehand? But what makes you think that wasn't the case beforehand?
Because I was actively involved in one generation and
Okay,
I'm
so-
actively observing the next
But
one.
who's to say that in your generation the girls wasn't just as aggressive as they are now? Then.
Because I think there was a different dynamic. They wasn't as aggressive. They wasn't. I'm not saying they wasn't going. I'm saying they wasn't as aggressive.
So what would be some behaviors? Like what
Like
would
the
be-
little girl walked up to me and said, Mr. White, look at her ass. That's never going to happen if you was born in 1976. You're not doing, it's not the move. You know what I mean? The concept or the consciousness to bring yourself to do that and an adult authority figure, it just probably wouldn't happen.
I think this could very well just be you've just gotten older, bro. And so you get older and you start to look back on the activities that you were fully engaged in, and now you're like, I can't believe these kids. Listen to the music y'all listen to. It's the same. It's that old. You get older, and like y'all music is trash. Like
Then
their music was
again,
trash too.
but then I would assume that the context would be different. Oh, y'all wild as hell. What I'm saying is, no, y'all not wild as hell.
Right.
Y'all whack as fuck.
Oh no.
It would be a different context.
Okay.
It's not a judgment again, and I'm not saying my generation was right. All I'm saying is that it's an obvious difference.
I don't know. I don't know because and again, I'm 10 years younger than you. So, you know, but growing up, I knew some women that was some girls that was just like, yeah, I want that. Run it.
Okay.
There was neighborhood buses.
No, most of the buses I knew was quiet. They weren't aggressive like just let me run that. You just if you knew, then you would just set
Was
it
the
out.
dudes running it at the time then? If they would say, hey, come run this, it was dudes running it?
Yeah, I've ran it for a couple of those
So what I'm
pickup lines before.
I'm not saying that population doesn't exist or hasn't never existed.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that there's a difference though, right? Every neighborhood might have had that get down. You know what I'm saying? Community box, whatever, right? Not that I would partake in that because that's the kind of person that I am. But What I'm saying is that, and it's not. I'm not painting. I don't want to paint with a broad brush. I'm not saying every woman is this and every man is this.
Yeah,
I'm saying
'cause
there's
that's
a
not the
cultural difference, though, right? And which is why I'm making the comparison. I'm making the comparison with our cultural understanding at my time with my peer group, which is why I said in my neighborhood, you wasn't really making it past 14 as a man still being a virgin. It would have been uncommon. Not to say it couldn't happen.
Yeah.
It would have been uncommon.
Wasn't the norm, for sure.
It wasn't the norm.
You know what? I think about the music. I was like, I very rarely listen to the radio when I'm driving because I like my own thoughts. I don't like to. And I was listening to the radio today, and I was like, dang, you know, this music is very sexually aggressive and just like, no.
I think I know what you're going, and I disagree right off bat because you listen to some of the older songs. I'm talking about even older than our generation.
Yeah.
It's some lyrics in there that are off the
but
meat rack, and we just give them a pass because it sounds so soulful.
Smooth. This is so smooth. Well, I guess like the women that are in the media that we see all the time, they tend to be a little bit more on the aggressive side. And so if the young women today are modeling the behavior that they see, then it's hell of aggressive. It's way more aggressive than it's ever been.
I can dig it.
So I think that that's influence alone as far as like.
Do you think that intimidates males?
Yes. I can see where it can intimidate males, but why is it intimidating?
I can't answer that question. I don't know. That's why I'm asking, right? Like, again, pre-14, box probably would have been intimidating. Not even probably. It was intimidating to me, right? But once you been through the game, you'd played before. It's like, I played ball before. I could do this anytime I want to play.
And I like this game. I
want
to play every day.
About intimidating as far as approaching a woman or a young girl who seems to like know who she is and know what she wants, like that's intimidating. The approach,
even in my era. Now, let's say this. Even in my era, women might not have been as openly aggressive, but women were actually aggressive. Most guys' first sexual partner was because the woman was pushing the envelope. Right, not because the guy was pushing the envelope.
Yeah, I don't think that the girl that I had sex with, to lose my virginity, I don't think she was a virgin.
Yeah.
We're the same age.
But again, I always make this argument to her that women are the most sexual of the more sexual of the sexes, right? Bam.
Yeah, for sure.
But as a young boy, and I'm assuming this is 99% of young boys, before you've had sex, you got all kind of insecurities and fears and all that shit, right? It is what it is. Now, once you've conquered that demon or that, however you want to, I won't say demon, but that challenge or that phase in your life, it's not the same anxieties around it. So now you done been down the line before you played the game before. Now it's, I like this game. Pew!
And just start playing.
I'm off to the races. I'm playing now, right? Now before that happens, it's all kind of shit that's intimidating. You know what I mean? But once you play, you playing.
But you never got to a point where you was tired of playing?
Nigga, I'm married. Yes, but my point is we keep having different conversations. All I'm asking is what is the difference? I'm asking, do you recognize something different? Or maybe you wouldn't recognize something different because you haven't experienced both sides.
But I do.
But I'm asking.
I grew up on both sides.
He hasn't even had box yet.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, I guess the question I'm asking is that there's something out here. There's something happening that is making men less aggressive in regards to exploring sexuality. And something's happening out here.
No, there's a whole shift
making women more aggressive and exploring sexuality, but the balance is not there.
Well, I think it has something to do with knowing your power, right? I think that women today are very much more on this girl power tip, and like
dudes is on some weak shit.
You talk about confidence all the time, right? And I feel like women out here are way more confident, and if pussy is power and that's what's being repped, and oh my gosh, that's what I have, then I'm gonna be out here like repping my PUSSY. So I think that to speak to the confidence, and if that is what you choose to have confidence in, and you absolutely should have confidence in the fact that you're a woman and that God made you a certain way and all of those things, like more power. But girls are definitely locking arms with other girls and saying, go head on and be your badass self and love who you are and do what you want. So I definitely think that girls are being they're cheerleading for one another, and that gives you a whole other aspect in how you approach life in general, how you approach everything that you want in life, whether it's through business, whether it's in relationships, whatever it is. Yeah, I think right now, like how you hear a lot of a lot about the future is female, right? Mm-hmm. So if the future is female, we out here. What you gonna do? What you gonna say?
I think that's an entire shift just for. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I think that's just an entire shift for how like just dudes are nowadays. Like, and there's this kind of shift of what's acceptable and what's not. Like,
well,
and I see it most. The biggest example every time I hear it, I'm taken aback by it. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all finna fight? Like, nah. Dudes calling each other bitches is weird as hell to me, and it's like common shit now. Like, and just like when they playing, like, you know, just talking about, bitch, get your ass. Like, that was always a fight when I was growing up. I don't care if we ain't joking, we ain't nothing, we fighting, fam. It ain't nothing to talk about. A dude calling another dude as a bitch only means that you want to fight me. That's all it means. It don't mean nothing else. But now it's like common part of their conversation. They just call each other bitches back and forth. I'm like, something changed there drastically from that being automatic ass whooping to
maybe they are bitches. So Catrice says, masculine and feminine energy has shifted. This society has emasculated men, almost made it a crime for men to have masculine urges. And I'm trying to find, because Cherie made a statement too. I'm trying to find the one she made. She said, maybe girls are exerting prowess to outshine other girls. That girl competition is real.
Gino said young girls calling each other bro is the wildest.
It's like the women are the men now.
Yeah, they do that.
You're right.
Bro. Like, why are you calling her bro? Why is a girl calling another girl bro?
What I'm saying is because I'm from a different era.
And a dude is calling another dude bitch.
That was not
weird.
That wasn't our energy. Right? Wasn't no dude calling no other dude no bitch. Wasn't no woman calling no other woman no bro.
Right.
That ain't never happening.
Agreed.
You call me a bitch.
It only means you want to fight me.
I'm finna whoop your ass.
That's the only thing it means.
Ass. That's it. Right? That's just not acceptable. Right? Bro against women is, I would have never heard that. And that's just in the language. But what I'm saying is, again, to the point or the question I asked earlier, is that it's also definitely disrupted how youth explore their sexuality.
I can
and
agree with that.
dudes is flat out here on some soft shit.
Because you guys talk about this all the time, like the guys, the male energy and matriculating into what a man is off right now. No one knows what that is. It needs to be redefined.
So say
it's off for the woman too, though.
So say they become more
feminine
aggressive too. Say men become more aggressive and say women become more passive. What does this do for black, couples?
And be clear, I'm not saying women to be more passive. I never made that statement. Right, and I don't want to have. Okay. And what I said, even in the statement I made, the first sexual experience I had, and I would almost gamble on it. 99% of most males' first sexual experience was the woman pushing the envelope. So, but now the presentation is very different, right? Not to say they didn't want it in my time; they was with the shits for sure. But the presentation was very different. A lot of that shit you could attribute just to the culture, right? The technology, the camera phone. My son probably didn't see some titties way before I saw some titties. You understand what I'm saying? But he ain't got no box way before I got some box.
So what does this effect have on on us?
I just think I don't know what the effect is, but I think it's an interesting observation. I don't know what the effect long term is going to be. Now we juxtapose it to the conversation I had about China. They writing articles right now like we finna start manhood classes because y'all all the way fucked up. Salim just sent us that article 2 days ago.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you about the vending machines would use women panties because they don't know how to interact with women. They can't close deals with women.
Yeah. So that's to speak to the men out here being lost in a way.
Yeah. Up down is up is down.
Yeah.
Like the whole construct
is it just
flipped
the
on his
men
head.
though, or is it
the whole thing?
You know what? I feel like it's foundational. You say it's the whole thing, but I think that you absolutely have to have one in place to balance out the other. And in a lot of situations with women, they find themselves in a place where if the guy ain't in the building, then they gonna do what they have to do.
Right.
See, and I say this all the time, like even like looking at all like the different races and everything, and how black women have this whole thing on them about being strong. Oh, the black woman is so strong. The black woman is so strong. You know, the black woman is more than just strong. And what has happened is that the black woman has found out how strong she is because she had to. It's not that the other women aren't strong. It's just that black women have been put in more situations where they had to, you know, do what they had to do. So they found out. So in a situation where other folks can take out the garbage for you, if this bro ain't home and you're going to take out the garbage, okay, I know how to take out the garbage. It ain't nothing for me to take out the garbage. And now we're in a situation where both of us are in the house together and we looking at the garbage. If you ain't about to do it, then I know how to do it. I'm going to give. So it's just, I'm saying that if we don't have men in their, and I don't want, that's another thing that I don't want to do is say, this is your space. As a man, you're supposed to do this, that, and the other, because I also think that that's fair because men have not been able to express a more sensitive side as well.
Wow.
What's up?
Never mind. Go ahead.
So I feel like it's just balance.
You know what I'm saying?
Balance.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Listen.
Like, I'm sorry, man. I was
Go
not trying to
ahead.
step on
Go
your
ahead.
point. I'm not even trying to address what made me laugh either. Just go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all I'm saying is that women are off balance because women can be off balance if men are off balance. It's a foundational thing, and can it work both ways? Yeah, it's like what happened first, the egg,
Chicken or the egg?
the chicken or the egg. But right now, I don't think that men can depend on women to turn men around. Men need men right now.
Which one do y'all think came first?
Slavery. I don't think it's a chicken or egg conversation, and I don't think black women are exceptionally strong. Right? I think it's about.
You don't think we're exceptionally strong?
No, I don't think you're no different than any other species on this planet. You know what I mean? I don't mean that in a negative way, but I think part of the campaign to reduce the value of manhood is to promote the value of womanhood, specifically in our community, and it creates this divisive energy.
And as that happens, so the tide turns.
So the tide turns. So let me pull my computer up if you got me over here, Herb. I want to show something real quick.
All right, we're gonna hit a break after this. It's up.
Y'all see this image? Both of y'all see this image?
No, Mary don't see it right now.
Yeah, it's late over here.
Huh?
There you go, Mary.
Late over here.
It's delayed over there.
I mean,
I want y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all think of this image.
you can say it when they hear you say it, they'll be able to see the image. It's all on delay.
But see, I don't want to say it. I want to get y'all's opinion of what y'all see on the image because it's gonna bring us back to the point I make.
Okay. I see the dude in the background being hanged.
Yeah, it's a guy in the background being hung, and then there's a sister with apparently some kind of slave master. What's happening here? What do we get from this image?
They're hanging her husband, and they're about to rape her. Or they may have already raped her.
That's a perspective. What's your perspective, Mary? Can't have dead air. What you think, Ron?
What do I think the image means?
Yeah. What do you see in the image? What do you see?
I see
Here, turn the phone sideways, look at it.
I see them using black men as an example and threatening the black woman.
What you see, Mary?
Hold on, give me a second.
Okay. So this was attached. This image came through my feed and attached to a statement that when will someone stand up and protect the black woman? How y'all feel about that as men with that statement being made attached to this image?
When will the black man step up to? How can he protect?
Wait, what happened?
When will someone step up to protect the black woman? This,
You know
this,
what? It almost
wait,
looks
wait,
like
wait,
the woman
wait,
is
real
protecting
quick.
the man to me.
That's interesting
Yeah.
that you said that because someone
That
else said that.
she's-
Let me see
that
what you
she's
think.
Trying to protect the man. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay, why? What is she doing there? What do you it's art, so explain it. Art has many.
Okay, so it looked like she's giving up the box to save her husband.
I think that's what I see. That's what I see. I mean, you can turn this image into a lot of different things.
You can.
But spending some time with it.
All right, we're gonna go and break. I want to get our
Because,
thoughts together because I want to have this conversation.
Is she lifting up her skirt or pulling it back?
Let's go to break.
see. I'll leave the image up there. You guys can kind of muddle through it, come up with your own thoughts on it. But we'll have a conversation about it on the other side of the break. This is I Said What I Said. We'll be right back.
WIFTVPM.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
I, Emmanuel Chris Welch,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois.
I ain't gonna hold the fact that he's an alpha against him. I'm not gonna hold the fact he came on my show with this Northwestern, but we made Black history. The Illinois Speaker of the House, Mr. Emmanuel Chris Welch. Mr. Speaker, welcome to What's in It for the Black People Media. How are you today, and how does it feel to be one of the most powerful men in the state of Illinois?
I couldn't miss this opportunity to come on your show and talk about this historic moment. I've recognized exactly what this means for our people. And it was Black people uniting. Women in our caucus kicked the door down. They kicked it down, but Black people united and walked right through the door. In my governing, I think it's realistic for people to expect us to continue to pursue some important legislation that's going to impact Black communities, because that's been my entire career. I look at things through an equity lens, a racial lens, specifically a Black lens. And now that we're at the head of the table, we're going to make sure that our communities receive the much needed resources that they need.
How do we actually get to participate now?
People may doubt what you say, but they believe what you do. And I'm in a position for the first time in the history of this state to help our community. And I want you to take a look at my actions and over the course of the next few months and see the answer to that very question. Want to see what's in it for the Black people? Watch my actions. I must thank 22 strong people for insisting that happened. Please acknowledge, respect, and thank the members of the Illinois House Black Caucus. Let's give them a round of applause.
My name is Cassandra J. Matz, current Village of Olympia Fields trustee and your candidate for Village President of Olympia Fields. I've been a resident of Olympia Fields for 28 years. I believe in building strategic partnerships, establishing governance boundaries, and have and will continue to dedicate my life's work as a respected and credible voice when it comes to decision making. Olympia Fields has always been a community of familiarity and comfort, and I want to make sure the village stays that way. On Tuesday, April 6th, vote Cassandra J. Matz for your Olympia Fields Village President. Paid for by Citizens for Cassandra J. Matz.
All day. Check it out. See, while you was on the corner trying to scrape up pack money, I was driving 80 stack trucks off rap money. I'm back money. If you want it, come to the hundreds and ask from me. Meet them OGs that are blast for me. I'm right here. Ill Adidas, $400 jeans on me. Itchy with no safety, a loaded magazine on me. Southside, that's as wild as it gets. And no, I never sold crack. That's some house nigga shit. I'm not judging, but every man that's a man gotta stand by his principles, and I'm not budging. That's Mickey. You can take it how you want, but you can never be me. You can fake it how you want. I spit that uncut raw. You can bake it how you want. Break it down any way you like, you get the same result. Get in tune. The elephant in the room has now assumed pole position. Whoa. Oh. BJ, get him. Come on.
Reporting live from the gutter where that butter get gorillas jobs. That's why we call it work. The same work who get a nigga robbed. I throw my dice against the concrete. If the bitches pass, see you later. Grab my paper, tell us later, kiss my ass. This the jungle, baby, I'm a lion. Try me, I'll be firing. The same banger saved Private Ryan. You the prey, you survive and hide. better pray that them vultures and them rovers don't go flying by him. The mother niggas just so-so. How Linda birth a nigga this hot in the cold go? I went from 20-inch assassins on that Osmo to the pretty 760 sitting low on them bozos. Those are big shoes, you motherfuckers is so slow. Get caught without your heat in these streets is a no-no. Baby need Pampers, daddy need that photo. It's bread or nothing, big old niggas, you see the logo. Whoa. Whoa. Come on, Scooter.
Look, I don't see a nigga alive. And if a nigga claim he better, then that nigga done lied. And if some niggas jump chose, bet them niggas done died. You can always spot a cobra by the look in his eyes. You look at his click, check out his bitch, and look at his guys. Cause 9 times out of 10, all that tough shit be just for disguise. And that does it. I got the chrome Mac and the black luggage. Cause money ain't the root of evil, Jack is the lack of it.
On box.
We are back and we are live inside the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios alongside Toussaint Werner and Mary Q Angel. My name is Howard. Thank y'all so very, very much for choosing to be a part of this Relationship Friday conversation here on I Said What I Said. We appreciate y'all. We hope y'all are doing well out there wherever you may find yourself. Before the break, Toussaint put up an image and we had some preliminary thoughts and discussions about it, and we'll dig a little bit deeper into the conversation. We left it up on the screen so you all can have the opportunity to look at it. So you want me to pull it back up?
No, I ain't got to. We left it up there long enough.
Okay.
You know, but I was asking. I only brought that up because Mary was talking about how strong the black woman is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I don't want this to come off as negating black women's strength because that's not real. I think black people have endured
so much,
immense levels of stress, strain, fear, trauma, all, you know, whatever you could attach to that, you know what I mean, to just survive. But I think that symbolism or narrative of the black women's strength is leveraged to divide the black community, specifically in relationship to male and female, you know what I mean? Because it implies that we explore or we aggrandize the black woman's strength by aggrandizing the black man's weaknesses. You know what I mean?
And do understand, I did say that that's something that is out there about black women are more than strong, right? So I just to speak to that, I don't know if my mic is on, but is it?
Yeah, you just don't have your headphones on.
I don't have my headphones.
That's all. That's why you can't hear it. It's okay though.
I got it. There it is. But yeah, I agree with you.
So
I see what you're saying.
There was comments attached to this, and one brother said, and I'm reading this because I want to get to the sister's comment, because most of the brothers that commented on this was like, you know, black men protect black women. Let's stop this lie. You know what I mean?
Stop the lie of black men protecting black women.
Not protecting black women, right?
Huh.
Now you could view that how you want. Your opinion is valid here. You know what I mean? But these were most of the comments. Now most of the guys, it was mostly guys commenting at first, and then one brother said, "Notice how she's showing her body, not willingly, but the black king is being hung/murdered. It appears the true victim has always been the black king. That still holds true today, apparently, right?" Now, I'm not saying I agree with it, I'm just reading the statements. It was a sister that responded to that. And she was like, she showed her body to save him, and it didn't work. And the black woman and black women were victims 20 times more. And I thought that was so interesting.
Why do we even need to? Okay.
But that's the point I'm making. Just in this dialogue right here, you see it becomes a comparison on trauma.
Right.
Right? In reference to white supremacy.
Right.
Right? Which in turn reflects on how we relate to one another.
Right.
In just one comment.
Right.
It took two comments. One man,
one woman.
One woman. Those are the first two comments. Right?
To debate who's been most oppressed by white supremacy.
Right. But it goes back into how we, you know, just kind of free-flowingly throw out these narratives.
Jesus Christ.
We so strong or we so this. In comparison to what? Right? In reference to what? Right? We both of us, if I do the data again, we at the bottom of every totem pole.
Candace asked a very, very interesting question in here. She says, so the women should have been willing to die with in the pick, like willing to be hung with her man?
That's not for me to say. And that's not even, I don't even know if that's the question. You know what I mean? That's not for me to say. But I think we implore one for one decision and then negate one for the other decision.
Yeah.
Right? And again, I think it's art.
Weird,
right?
like,
and I think art is interesting because it gives you the leeway to kind of create your own narrative. And it's just interesting to see the narrative that's created. Beulah made a statement, it was further up in the comments. She was like, we don't see things as they are. We see things how we are. And with in the exploration of just the comments, where we are is some very self-absorbed ass shit. Right? And not giving credence to the level of traumas that we've had to endure because we're so fucking self-absorbed. So it took that man to say, fuck what you talking about? Look at the man getting hung. We've been through more shit than you. And then the sister responds, no, we've been through 20 times more shit than you.
Salam says, what's up with the trauma Olympic games? Like that is, that's bananas to me.
It is silly, right? But again, those were the first two comments. You know what I mean? So in the context of me asking earlier about the young boys, like, you know, it's just different or why, you know, what's the difference? And even in that conversation, and I might have been interpreting this wrong, but even in the conversation we was having in this room, it was like the dudes is weak and the girls are more great. It's like girl power. And I don't know if that is girl power.
I don't believe the dudes is just weak either. I just think the energy is shifted.
And that's, I was asking the question. It's just different. You know what I mean? I said that several times. It's different. I don't know where the difference comes from. I don't know why the difference is so prevalent to me, but it's definitely different.
I am 29, and I did watch the change from going outside to going to the internet. I was able to be a part of that. So I did watch the change, and I do notice the different interactions because you can hit somebody up in the inbox, and they don't really, your confidence is different.
In the inbox than it is on the street. Yeah. Shit, both of y'all said y'all don't approach women in the street.
Yeah.
Or wouldn't. You know what I mean? When that was the norm for my generation, because there wasn't no goddamn inboxes.
Yeah, I wasn't no inbox when I was growing up either. I don't slide nobody's DMs either. I'm just saying, you know. But I get it. That, like, they don't have the skill set. They don't have the interpersonal skills or confidence to
confidence.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't practice comes with preparation. Like, they haven't done it enough to be confident in it. You know what I'm saying? You can fake like you're confident for real. You know what I'm saying? But
will we agree that strong is a reference point of power? Or no?
It depends on what's your definition of power.
I think when I think of the term strong, I think of what you've overcome. You know, trials, tribulations.
In some ways, yes, in others.
Endurance.
I've overcome things. So power. I've had the power to overcome. That's kind of what that represents.
I'm saying I see the power construct coming into that particular equation in the sense of I don't have power, right? Someone else or something else has power over me, and then it is requiring me to be strong enough to deal with the oppression that is coming from whatever the power person is. You know what I mean?
I'm still strong enough to endure. I have the power to endure.
Strength to endure. Someone else has. The way I'm seeing this thing, the power is somewhere else. You're exercising a level of strength to endure the forces that are being placed upon you by whom or whatever is in power.
I don't think strong is a reference to that, though, personally, right? To wear, specifically to wear as like a badge of honor, right? To say I'm enduring, I don't know if that's a badge of honor per se.
Oh yeah, we got that fucked up just completely. As a black populace, we just have that.
So you don't think persevering is a badge of honor?
No, not. I think it's good. I think it's necessary.
But
right? I think we've certainly
are different things.
We've certainly shown an ability to endure, to persevere, to push through, to survive. We are the best survivors in the history of this planet. We can survive like a motherfucker, but we are so proud of our survival that it becomes
handicaps us.
Yeah, it becomes just a part of our identity. We just want to survive. Like, no, when can we start to thrive and get beyond survival? Right? And it's like, okay, we've had to be so strong. We've had to endure. Great. I commend you for being able to do that. Now, can we fucking stand up and walk? You know what I mean? Like, stop just kneeling down and like, oh, I took a lot of punches. That's fine. Can you punch back though?
So you saying like we've been strong, now can we get the power?
Yeah. It's wonderful how many punches you can take. Nobody can get punched in the face like you.
Nothing. I asked
Punch
y'all
back.
was
I'm saying
power a reflection of strength. Stop putting words in my mouth. I asked a question. That's what I asked. Is power a reflection of strength?
No. I don't think so.
I mean, is strength a reflection of power?
It could be.
I don't think so.
And if that's the case, if you're so strong, what do you have power over?
That's what I'm saying. No. If you have that much power, I don't really need to be that strong. White folks ain't strong, fam, because they're empowered. That's why the minute shit go wrong for them, they in a motherfucking facility or crazy home because they've never had to display such strength as a collective. Now, I'm not saying there aren't individuals, but as a collective, that hasn't been their experience. And so, hell no, they ain't. Strength from what? You know what I'm saying? We talk about strength all the time. You building up strength, and you gotta explode that muscle and destroy that muscle to build it up. They shit ain't never been exploded. They've never had to be strong. So no, I don't. No.
So why do you ask this question?
It's this narrative that we spew. I wonder why it's so valid to us.
I don't agree with it. Yeah.
I'm interested, right? And what and I'm interested in knowing in what ways are we exploring or displaying levels of strength that makes you different than, let's say, an Asian woman or a Hindu woman or a Hispanic woman. You know what I mean? Like, why are you so much stronger than them? I mean, it's a narrative that's out there. I'm asking for us to go deeper.
It's a narrative that's out there. Yes, it is.
I'm asking us to go deeper. It's not a question I can answer. I don't say that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that power has anything to do with strength. I don't think strength has anything to do with power. I think if anything, it's an absence of power that requires strength.
Power. Let's remove power. It is a narrative that says the black woman is strong, and it's said in
I agree with that.
It has to be in comparison to something, right? Because it's not like the Asian woman is strong.
Well, as a collective, black women they've definitely been in situations where they have had to endure a lot more. And black women as a collective are the women that are most seen without their men.
Yeah, this is just this.
You get what I'm saying? So it's
I'm
like
just listening. I'm taking it in.
That's something to look at. So when a lot of times when you talk about women being strong, black women being strong, a lot of that is attached to the fact that.
So part of that narrative is attached to.
A part of that narrative is
men
being absent, men being persecuted, not there. Like, that's what it's attached to. When you hear strong.
So let's put that in the air then.
Mm-hmm.
Then as a black woman, why would that be something you would hang your hat on?
I don't know that it's a hanging a hat on the black man that's absent.
I think we should keep it a buck, though.
I do think this.
Please keep it a buck.
Let's
I
keep
feel
it a buck.
I feel like you're fishing for something I don't know where it's
I'm
at.
not fishing for nothing. I'm asking questions. I want to have a conversation.
I do think it's getting to that.
I get it, but
where black women are hanging.
They're wearing that, yeah, and they're using that over black men too.
I'm saying they wear it as a badge of honor. And if we're saying it happens to our community, if you said, I'm asking questions again, in reference to the lack of male involvement.
But I don't. So then I have to say, what women are you speaking to? Because for me, whether the man is there or not, my strength is not attached to whether the man is there or not. My strength is attached to my everyday tasks and what I get to complete. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of black women out here are they're educated. They've started their business. They've had children. They're in the household. So
beautiful.
It's all very beautiful. And that is the badge of honor. The badge of honor is simply that I have been able to set my mind. And times where I felt like I couldn't make it, I kept going.
Great.
Now
I
that
asked
doesn't
you a
have
specific
like
question though. The specific question that I asked you is like, why is that such a
why is that a badge of honor?
That would be a badge of honor for anybody, though. That would be a badge of honor for anybody. Not. Go for it. I'm saying there will be a badge of honor for anybody.
I'm saying that why is that narrative paramount within the black community with black women? Why is that not a narrative that's attached to no other ethnic?
Because
no
black women
group?
have been more so alone in doing those
So
things.
let's
less
stop there.
supported
Let's
in
slow
doing
down.
those things.
Let's pump the brakes, right?
Let's pump.
So I said, why is that narrative attached to black women? And your response right now is saying because we've had to do those things without men.
Less supported. Yes.
Right. So in a way, it anchors us into a conversation that, one, validates your endurance because of the lack of male involvement, right? That's your answer.
Being less supported.
Whatever word we use, it's less supported by male involvement, right?
Or any involvement. It doesn't just have to come from male involvement because it's a lot of males that are involved in women's lives, and simply because the male has been, it's hard. Like it's hard for a black man, right? It's hard, and that's not to say I'm just painting this picture, okay? Mm-hmm. So even if my man was at home and he has to face his every day, he probably don't have energy to even give to me and what I got going on as far as building myself. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not really trying to say men absent, because there's a lot of men that are there with their women, whether they know how to support or not. I'm saying that less support. And that less support doesn't necessarily have to come from a man. That less support can come from going into a job and you getting less pay than a white woman. Mm-hmm. That less support can go. You can go into school and your grade is ding because you simply are in the skin that you're in. A black man didn't do that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to. I said less support because I don't want to knock men that do support black women.
So let's go with that.
Less support, period. So if I am accomplishing things and I have been less supported in any arena in life, then yes, I am proud because I have overcome this particular thing. So, and I say that because any person can wear the badge of honor of strong if you have overcome, period.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to make it
I'm not disagreeing with that. And that's why I asked the original question.
Yes.
I asked, like, what makes you different than the Hindu woman? Or what makes you different than the Asian woman? Or specifically, right? Like, what?
Now, I feel like the narrative, the overall narrative.
Because it's a narrative that's not attached to those communities.
Right. And I feel as if that is something that is pinned, like you were saying, or someone had mentioned in the comments, about how it's something that's still just perpetuating it's perpetuating destruction between us, between the black man and a black woman, right? It's putting a divide. That narrative is putting a divide between us. It's making us compete against each other. Trauma versus trauma, right? So it's something that is still set up against us. That's not me doing that. That's not you doing that. That's not you doing that. That's not you doing that. That's what is being pushed out there in the media or whatever they want to spoon feed us.
This is a thing that, like, going back to the photo and the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
This is a problem with improperly placing the responsibility of the outcomes that we see in our community, right? And because we are here, then, or we live in the same house, or we live in the same community, then it's either my fault or it's your fault. And the truth of the matter is, how we can take such a photo as the one we just watched and use it as a conversation for whom is less supportive of whom between the black man and the black woman, and not clearly see white men killing and raping black men and black women, is like, whoever put that up there and decided that the conversation should be about who's protecting who here, you're out of your fucking mind. Okay, and you're missing what's right in front of your face. All right,
that's why.
But that's similar to what Catrice just said. She said, "Why do we both, men and women, believe that we have been in the struggle alone?"
Because we never have.
We never been in the struggle alone. And the moment
but
that
both women and men on both sides, both black women and black men, always believe, man, we fighting this fight alone. Black women ain't got our back. Black men ain't got our back.
And that needs to stop. That absolutely needs to stop. But that needs to stop, and the real truth is, in the spaces where you feel alone, you have to take a look at that, Because there's a reason why the black man is saying, I don't feel like the black women are there for us. There's a reason why the black woman is saying, I don't feel like the black man is for us. That is real for that person. That experience is real for that person. So where did we miss it? And that absolutely cannot go ignored. No, we are not, we're not alone. We're all in this together. But if we all in this pool together, right? Skip everybody else. How are we destroying each other? Where's the lack of support for one another and just looking at us under a microscope? Because it's there. It's a reason why one feels one way over the next. The black woman feels like she's not being supported by the black man. That's probably true in various situations. Same thing with the men not feeling supported by the black woman. That's probably true in various situations. So what are those issues? And how can we bring peace and love to that? How can we bring understanding to that? How can we work on that? Because that is the pieces within that we got to start really paying attention to.
So, in the words of the great author, Neely Fuller, till you fully understand white supremacy, what it is and how it works, everything you think you understand will only confuse you, right? And when you said, forget everybody else, I struggle with that part of the statement. Because until you explore and understand everybody else, specifically the ones who put you in this position, you keep fighting in circular motion. You'll fight the same fight, right? I don't think you're not supported at all, right? And I'm saying as a group, right? And I don't think black men are not supported as a group. But I think there's narratives that's always being created to keep the energy divisive, just like this image and the statements that followed it. Right. So when a brother says what he said, well, black men have been, he's dying, he's getting hung. I'm just after the comment I read. Then the sister said, it's 20 times worse for black women. That's a lack of exploration into the understanding of what it means to be enslaved, and understanding what it means to be oppressed. But that's also the argument I make about how our relationship values are created by the social norms of the society which we engage in, right? And the society which we engage in is not set up for us to be successful. So when you say the black man doesn't support us, well, then we'll wait, because the very definitive of a white male patriarchal system is to provide and protect, right? But then you're powerless as a male, right? We know the numbers, the very numbers, right? So provision is one of the ways provision is one of my standards to be valued as a man, and we don't have entree into opportunity. We don't own. We got a 400-year delay in access. We don't run the government. We don't run none of this shit. So I'm not making excuses. In my mind, I say kill all these motherfuckers and take power. That's me.
Right.
But as a group, we don't have access to provision or protection. George Floyd got his knee on his neck and he was screaming for his goddamn mama. You understand what I'm saying? White men went up in the goddamn Capitol building and was taking shits in the hallway. Different planets. Yeah, different planets, but our relationship values are informed by the same standard and structure. But it's by the white standard and structure. You don't have entree to that world, right? So what you look for as provision and protection usually can't come from that guy. So going back to the strength statement, it's part of that divisive energy to say, your weak ass ain't showing up how this social standard says you should show up. But we don't invest enough to go back and investigate why you got the narrative and don't nobody else got the goddamn narrative. Because it feels good to say, I'm doing this shit. But what I'm asking you is, you're doing that shit in the expense of what? At the expense of what? Right? In a lot of ways, that energy, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying in our community.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, keeping that narrative at the top of our goddamn conversation feeds the degradation of our community.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I just put that out there because of the way the conversation was going in the first place, right? But to respond to both of them people, man, my response was, the woman is being raped because she had no choice. The man is being hung because he had no choice. Both are victims, none more than the other. They are victims of the same predator. Both of y'all arguments to compare/prove who is more of a victim is missing the point. Period. They both being victimized. Right. By the same fucking predator. But ain't nobody acknowledges the predator in the goddamn picture.
Nobody even said shit about the two white dudes.
Nobody
who are
acknowledges
raping
the
and
fucking
murdering.
Predator. And as long as we won't take heed and acknowledge the predator, and the predator ain't just hanging your ass. He ain't just raping your ass.
Right.
He's creating these social standards. So now you're hanging your ass. You're raping your ass. It's like training a puppy, right? You put their face in the shit, they gonna stop shitting. We found comfort in the shit. And we start explaining the shit over and over and over and over again. Why the shit makes sense. Instead of saying, man, why we keep putting our fucking face in shit?
Yeah, that's why I said, leave them alone. Let's look. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that makes zero sense. Can we go home now? That was exhausting. Necessary though. Necessary. Because until we can identify what really ails us, we're gonna continue to be like, you did it, you did it, you did it, you did it. Motherfucker, it was done to us.
So now, okay, speaking to three gentlemen that
2.5.
that can identify
1.5, I legitimate.
Speaking to those that can identify
That sucker shit. I got a term I want to bring back. Remind me in the 5 o'clock hour, there's a term that I want to bring back.
Speaking to those that can identify it, like yourselves, what is the immediate steps? First and foremost,
Letting go of white belief systems. It's zero grade tolerance. What do you say?
Zero grade reliance.
White man say don't spit on the street, then it's my job to spit on the street. Whatever you say,
I gotta hawk up the biggest loogie.
So rebellion against, like, how does that take form? How does that take shape and form?
It's first.
Let go of all the shit that you aspire to. That is in the very basis of their construct.
Right. That's the first revolutionary act. Changing your motherfucking mind.
All right. That's where it starts.
Right.
Stop aspiring to have all of their shit.
That's it. Right.
Because that is the standard by which they're able to keep this construct going. Right. You aspire to have their shit. We prevent you from being able to have our shit. Now fight over why y'all don't have our shit. Stop wanting their shit. Okay? I don't want your shit, fam. So
they mimic our shit.
Right.
So now,
right.
So
right. The shit that's really valuable to us that we really should be beholden to, right? That's the shit that they want. And we're aspiring to get their shit. So you got to have this house. You got to have this car and this many of them and these kind of clothes and that kind of clothes. And, oh, by the way, we're going to choke out the
only thing they got control of, right? American culture is black culture, period. But we don't own none of it. You know why we don't own none of it? Because the only thing they got control of is capital. And we put such a high value on capital that we sell all of our creativities, all of our shit, all of our social equity,
right?
And not for ownership,
right?
But for proximity to their capital.
We have cultural capital. We sell our cultural capital for their bullshit paper capital, and we still don't get it.
So in a world, in a world where we no longer want their shit, what's next?
Everything will fix itself.
Yeah.
What do you mean everything will fix itself?
I just told you why that ails us.
The eradication of white supremacy will fix every element in our community.
So the number one thing is don't want their shit, and then everything else is cool.
Everything else will fix
because
itself.
Because at that point, you'll stop putting. That's why I always say the word transactional, right? Because that's what the fuck is happening here. We're all negotiating. When you stop negotiating, you start to operate within the spirit. Because it don't fucking matter. It's funny. I always say this to Herb. Like, it's funny how many Christians, and specifically Christians, because this is America. It's funny how many Christians are in America. Because Jesus gave away every motherfucking thing. Right? All you Christian motherfuckers is hoarding everything you can get. You don't follow that man. You don't believe in that shit.
You ain't Jesus like at all, fam.
You ain't Jesus like at all. Right? But Jesus let go of all of his worldly possessions. This shit don't mean nothing to me. It has no value.
Right.
All that really has value to me is humanity, love. That's why God is love.
Right.
You let go of the shit, you can get to the love. And it stops right there.
That's it. Over. Done. Wrap.
Game over. It's really that simple.
So what does that do? What does that do to the man? What does it do to the woman? I'm trying to paint a picture of what that world looks like. We no longer want their shit. So how?
So I'm no longer angry at the man for not being able to provide the shit.
So now
I don't want the shit.
So
I want you. You know what I'm saying? I don't resent you because you don't make X amount a year. I don't resent you because you don't drive this car, right? I'm not even evaluating you on that level. So I'm not looking down the street and say, oh, who's the eligible person for me to talk to? I can actually see who you are now, right? I ain't saw who you was. I saw what car you were driving. I didn't see who you were. I saw what outfit you had on. You know what I mean? We can get out of that shit. I can see you now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so, you know, you not being able to acquire the shit is not a source of contention for us anymore.
So a black man not wanting a white man shit, they can see their black women?
Yes, both sides.
Without seeing
both sides.
What they have and what their bodies can.
Both sides.
The value of the box and all of that stuff.
No, the box will still hold its value. Let's not go crazy here.
I know we make jokes about it, right? But the box, the box is a spiritual experience.
I'm serious.
You can't get no closer to God.
I'm not playing about that. The box will remain valuable.
But it's true though,
but
and vice versa.
I'm saying, like, so I just heard you say.
I'm not saying only women are negotiating or only women are transactional.
Yeah,
That's
both sides.
Both sides are transactional. Be clear, right? Both sides are transactional. I'm not making that comparison and statement at all. But we're so wrapped up in the social construct of America, while the social construct of America, one, isn't even allotted to us, right? It's not. It's like Monopoly, right?
Yeah.
If the game is about owning property, you can roll the dice all the fuck you want. If you don't own no property, you gonna lose.
Right.
Right? So you could say that the Asians own that first shit after gold. No, because they really the second highest earners. So they the motherfuckers right next to Boardwalk, right? Per capita, I think it's Nigerians are actually the highest earners. So they would be the two Boardwalk pieces. And it makes sense too, because it's only two pieces. So they don't have no whole lot, but they got the most, right? Asians don't have no whole lot, but they got the second most. The rest of that board is white folks. The two poor motherfuckers at the end be everybody else. The Hindus, all the motherfuckers that don't fit into those major groups. But us on the board, we really just rolling the dice and hoping for a lucky fucking card. But there's no way to get around the board without losing because you're always in somebody else's shit. But we don't have any social standards. So we looking at everybody else's shit saying, we should mimic them. We should mimic them. We should have that. We should have that. You gotta stop. You gotta flip the fucking board over. The board ain't for you.
All right, stop playing.
Do we know what that looks like?
It's the difference.
Do we know what that looks like? Our own homes, our own taking back our creativity, keeping our homes, our style, how we cook, the way we cook, how we love, the way. Do we?
I think we're afraid to explore the possibility of it. Right? It seems like too large a task.
That has value in America is ours. It's what we did. It's that we created that. It's ours socially.
So it's just it looks like America is just all black.
Yeah. Think about this. We're 12% of the American population. America's not no humongous continent. You know what I'm saying? It's not no humongous country, right? So in comparison, but we create the social and we create the creative energy of the entirety of the world, right? So even if you go back to the mother continent, black people in America don't know what the fuck is going on over there. They can't name 10 countries in Africa, right? They can't name 2 tribes. They can't name, you know what I mean? We don't know. Right? But if you go to Africa today, you will see remnants of American black culture everywhere the fuck you go. Right? So it's no different here. We just don't own the shit. So rap music is XYZ $1 billion industry. How many white rappers has it been in the history of white rappers? 3 at best? Right? But the minute we master this product, all we do is shape-shift it to sell it to white ownership. We don't own it. Right? Chicken is our shit. Right? The minute these Arabs learn to put lemon pepper on it, it ain't our shit no more. We laughing, but it's all, again, they mimic our shit, and then we wonder where our shit is.
Relationally speaking, right? Men and women, black men and black women, it is the difference between soulmate and that equally yoked shit we were talking about earlier, right? The equally yoked shit being a construct created by an economist, soulmate being a spiritual, like there's somebody out here that you are spiritually kind of like linked to, and y'all should be able to find each other if you are walking in your full authentic self, right? Y'all will find each other, right?
There's theories that say your box will pick it.
I think that's the same the other way around as well.
What you mean? Did your penis will pick it? Oh, I agree. I'm not. No. Yeah, the sex will pick your mate. But because we so fucking transactional,
Which is why attraction
right? That's
so
why. But then we get on the equally yoked shit, and so I
because we
can't.
so transactional, right? You'll hear women say shit like, it's the nigga that live in his mama's basement that got the best sex in the world. I can't be with this nigga though because he's in his mama's basement. But in reality, the universe said, this is probably a nigga for you. Y'all probably operating on the same level. You wouldn't imagine your way to his mama's basement if y'all wasn't supposed to be mirrored together, linked together. But the negotiation, your heart versus your mind, they competing. And your mind saying, this nigga live in grandma's basement.
And it's those are the things that erode relationships, right? Two people get married, they want to be together forever, they so in love, and it's this forever thing. It's the other shit that then comes in and it's like love and soul shit be damned, right? This equally yoked shit is the problem. You know what I mean? And so you gotta ask yourself, what do you deem valuable in relationships, right? And we had at the beginning of the conversation, and I'm only using you as an example because you said this earlier, was, are we on the same level mentally, spiritually, financially, socially, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
the roll call.
Yeah. All the shit, right? We gotta run on all the shit. And I'm saying mentally, spiritually, I'm good there, right? That's the rest of that shit, and sexually, right? The rest of that shit, that is not how I'm evaluating a partner, right? It's just not how I'm evaluating a partner. You got some trinkets and shit, cool, wonderful. That looks nice on you. Like your car, like your house, whatever. You know what I mean? But if I'm not finna, but if you don't have it, cool, right? We still on the same wavelength, mentally, spiritually, sexually. We good. The rest of that shit is just opportunities for destruction, in my personal opinion.
Same, I'll be saying that you ain't a victim, you're a volunteer. I say that a lot, right? All of this shit is interconnected. Government matters in regards to how we have interpersonal relationships. Nobody would give that any credence, any credit, but it absolutely plays a part in how we connect with one another because it creates the goddamn social standards. But black people say, man, I don't pay attention to no fucking government. Don't matter to me. We are only 2% employed in the private sector. So if you employed and you black, most of your jobs is in the government sector. Then your same ass will say, I don't give a fuck about government. We cannot continue to live in this paradigm and not pay attention to the fucking paradigm. It shapes every aspect of our lives, and we give it way more value than it deserves. It's like the trained puppy. Again, you're just going through the fucking motions and wonder why you keep failing. Until you learn the fucking lesson, you don't get to 102. You got to go through 101, right? And 101, the very essence of 101 for our experience, is that you are being subjugated, period.
Yeah.
Right? Period. You're at the bottom of this totem pole, period. Right? Now, how does being at the bottom of this totem pole, period, affect every other aspect of your life? And what do you value most? What do you value most? Right? And if it's climbing to the top of that totem pole, we've seen various people in our community, representatives of our community, get to at least what it looks like to the top of the totem pole in our eyes.
Right.
Right? At what expense? And we aspire to that shit. But again, that don't mean whole. That don't mean healthy. That don't mean happy. That just mean they got capital. Right? But we will trade all that other shit for what they got. The illusion. Capital. Because in our mind, that represents happy, and that's a falsehood. That's a falsehood.
Catrice says, those things are all trappings. Show me your heart. Trust me enough to give it and know that I will take care of it. Like that's where we need to be at with it. Catrice also said earlier, it's forever until one disappoints and doesn't meet the expectation of the other. And those disappointments and expectations are almost always tied to the trappings and the superficial shit. It's not, I mean, in some cases, it's the inside shit that disappoints you. Somebody, do some foul shit, cheating or whatever like that. But more likely, it's, attached to the other shit. Beulah says,
I'm sorry.
I just one more comment. Beulah says women tend to make more money than men. If you only date men in your tax bracket, that's limiting.
Black women make more money than black men.
We're talking black folks.
Yeah. Down to Earth on YouTube says relationships can't survive on love.
Why not?
Love is only one aspect of a relationship, especially if you are planning to build a foundation for a family. Like we say that shit with assurance, like
that's exactly what you're.
Like we believe it's so ingrained in us that you say it hard, like boom, drops mic. And what we're saying is let
Mary
that go.
don't be in here that much, like the duration of the show. Like you just started coming in the last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
I always make odes to my own man. Like that nigga was Jesus to me. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My mama never worked. I mean, if she did work, it was because that's some shit she felt like doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have $370 looking at
Right. It was some shit she felt like doing, right? My father, when my father died and I actually went through like taxes and shit and going through, I was like, damn, how you make it? It was no money. It was never no money. You understand what I'm saying? It was never no fucking money. I remember when it's where we had to go stay with grandma and them because there wasn't no heat in the motherfucking house. But my old man stayed in the house doing whatever he had to do to get some heat back in that fucking house. It was never no money. Again, you see your parents in one light. They always your parents. You know what I'm saying? You don't just see them as humans or people. Right. You know what I mean? They're parents. Right. Mm-hmm. But when I go through them fucking tax documents and I start to understand the level of lack that we was operating from, it's almost unbelievable. Right? So what held that bond and that unit together was fucking love, not money. It was love. I don't know how them niggas survived. Because she, like her, it was a joke. Haha, here's 70. That's what my mama was. Mm-hmm. And your taxes say, nigga, you wasn't getting but 80. you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm laughing at it, but it was like, it's amazing to me.
It's that untaxable bread that sustains the black community.
I mean, my old man did what he had to do. You know, there's pounds of weed in the refrigerator, all that shit, but growth stages in the basement. He did with that, but that's love, though.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to have to figure this shit out for whatever way I can. Now, we didn't live hound the hall. We didn't have it wasn't none of that shit. Wasn't no new cars. It wasn't none of that shit. But it was love. And to be honest, if I compare and contrast my family and my upbringing to a lot of people who I know had a lot more shit, my family unit is way stronger.
Yeah.
Way stronger.
It's sad that I don't know who the person was that made it, so I don't know if it was man or woman that made that comment. But it's sad that we really don't even believe that we can have a productive, healthy relationship without all of the trinkets and shit of, capitalism. It's unfortunate.
Candace said James and Florida Evans only had love.
That's it.
That's real.
That's it. But they had a lot of it. They was rich in love. You know what I'm saying? Like they were rich in love. And so, I get it.
Yeah,
but I just want us. The goal for me when we have these types of discussions is just for us to all leave with some clarity here. I'm not telling you what to do, right? Just have some clarity about what we are participating in and what outcomes that brings for us. And if you understand it and you like, yeah, I understand it, but I'm still rolling this way, roll that way. You know what I'm saying? Cool. And again, I'm never telling nobody you need to live in a box under a bridge, right? You can have a nice house, drive a nice car. I'm talking about our relationships to those things that would allow us to view people who may or may not have those things as less valuable. There's no that shit does not make a person valuable. You got nice trinkets, cool. I'm not mad at the trinkets, right? I like nice cars. I want to live in a nice house. I like to wear nice clothes, right? But that is not where I place value, one, for myself. And so, no, I don't place that. That is not where I find value on other people. I think if you place value on other people that way, you do the same thing to yourself. What up, Cassie? You do the same thing to yourself, right? You place that kind of value on yourself. And so if all your trinkets went away today, you wouldn't think shit of yourself. And it's like, then do you really think shit of yourself?
But that's
in reality.
That's abundant too.
Yeah.
But that's why it works, right? Again, in my real life, I work in marketing. I work on selling y'all bullshit.
Right.
That's what I majored in.
And I always
understand it.
I always tell people like, I Beulah's on here, right? So I went and talked to the kids that died one day, right? I was like, man, what y'all want to do with y'all lives? And everybody's like, man, I want to make a lot of fucking money. Which I expected that answer. You know, that's cool. I get it. I'm with it. And then I said, why? A simple question like, why? Right? And everybody's answer was like, so I can get this, that, and the third. I can get this, that, and the third. And I said, does that make you happy? They was like, yeah. And I said, well, if that's how you quantify happiness, right? If that's how you quantify happiness, then you'll always be chasing happiness because they're going to keep making shit. Right? You're going to have to keep chasing happiness because they're going to keep making shit. So essentially, you'll never really be happy. You'll always be chasing it because there's always going to be some new shit. Right? So if that's the quantifier for your happiness, then you don't expect happiness.
Numbers are infinite.
You expect to chase. You couldn't possibly because that's how the game is set up.
Yeah, and then babies cry and they need diapers and
they need a clean ass.
Right. They don't need
even that's
right.
We get away from shit like we.
That's the marketing though. That's the marketing too. That's the marketing.
I got it.
The marketing and advertising has taught us that we need, Snuggies, Pampers.
You just proved your
baby needs a clean ass.
Point. You just proved your whole point.
Baby needs a clean
because
ass.
You best believe that somebody gonna be in the house like, okay, I hear what you saying and we in love, but this baby. Right. This baby needs milk.
There are babies of families out here who cannot afford Pampers. Those babies aren't dead. You
dead.
Do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Something else.
That's it.
You
think about the push to go vegan, how that's so popularized right now, right?
Right.
Don't hate on us, bro. I'm playing.
Think about that, right?
No, I'm not.
You can grow all that shit on your back porch.
You can.
You understand what I'm saying? That eliminates grocery stores. Right? Now, why is that such a strong push? Because somebody told your ass to think about it. Think about that shit.
It's real.
Right? The first revolution is changing your mind. Not to pick on Down to Earth because they're in the comments on YouTube, but I'm the only one that's reading the YouTube comments. But they say that's nice and fine and dandy. But love shouldn't be equated to struggle.
Who said?
What you got to say here? No, shut up. What you got to say here? Shut up. I want to hear.
Because I just want to make sure that we're not glorifying struggle either. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yes, but no.
Wait, time out. I want to time out on the play. I need to time out on the play.
Not
10 minutes ago, maybe 20, when I asked you to validate struggle or why that was such a gracious thing.
This is unfortunate.
Wait a minute. What's unfortunate?
You validated struggle.
No,
that's something to be proud of. I've endured.
I didn't say yes, endure, but like you said
I'm just
earlier,
hold
up. Like you said earlier, you were saying how okay, yes, we have survived, but like now stand up and walk. So I am I hear what she's saying in the comment. That's all I'm saying is that whole idea of why are we.
And what I'm saying
be
is,
careful of not putting struggle and love.
Whomever is saying that, and I don't know that it's a woman or a man who's saying that, either. Right? Whomever is saying that, and I do think it's interesting that you assume they're a woman.
What?
I think it's interesting that you assume that's a woman. It absolutely could be. I think it's interesting that you assume it's a woman. Is all I'm saying.
What you trying to say?
It is disappointing to me.
Answer. I'm just waiting.
It is disappointing to me that if we talk about letting go of capitalism and being about love, then somehow we're inherently talking about a struggle. I just sat here and told you that I'm not saying you got to struggle. I'm not saying you got to live under nobody's bridge. I'm saying be about the love, right? Be about the love. And it's like, well, love is cool, but if I can't eat no love. Like,
no, just I heard the comment. I got the comment.
I'm gonna
That's
take
all
y'all
I'm saying.
back to.
I understand it.
Frederick
I'm disappointed about it.
Got you.
Take y'all back to Frederick Douglass's statement.
Let's go.
Without struggle, there can be no progress. But part of the American paradigm and why it works so motherfucking perfectly, because it keeps you in a perpetual struggle while you're comfortable. Mm-hmm. And what we really fear is being unfucking comfortable. Mm-hmm. And that is the very nature of growth, to get unfucking comfortable.
Definitely.
Which is why your no struggle love is probably no love at all.
Catrice says we try to run from hard shit. We need to stop being so lazy. If we move through the struggle, we have a chance to overcome that.
Real spill.
Catrice dropping, she in her bag today. The fact that money is always the main ingredient instead of a friendship is a problem. It absolutely is, Nicole.
You need friendship. That
is a problem.
That friendship piece is everything.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that is everything.
It is a problem. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. I bet you that there is a couple living under Wacker Bridge right now happier than a motherfucking couple who live half a mile away on Gold Coast.
Chill.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that there aren't happy couples on the Gold Coast. I'm sure there are. But I'm saying there is no direct correlation to that shit. Happiness and stuff.
But there is a direct correlation with struggle and happiness. It is.
Okay.
Right? It's the struggle that creates the value. That's why I always say the journey is more important than the goddamn destination. Mm-hmm. We want the destination, but never the fucking journey.
Yeah, but I'm saying
we just want to show up to a place. No one gets there in life.
The love, emotional struggle is real, but it don't have to be a financial struggle.
But we can put this shit in as layman terms as we can fucking get to, right? You want a better body, so you get your ass shot up at the doctor. Mm-hmm. That's not a better body. That's a shot up ass at the doctor. Mm-hmm. So you all in the mirror because what you're really doing is hiding the truth, your insecurities. But if you got your ass in that gym and worked through it, you would appreciate the progress and the journey, and then you would really love it. But we don't want the work part.
And then really love it.
But that's part of the American paradigm. That's how the game fucking works. It keeps you in a perpetual struggle while being comfortable. But you're really not uncomfortable. You got to make yourself uncomfortable to really see the value. But we so fucking afraid of being uncomfortable, right? To the point of relationship in general, when we say it's just a mirror anyway. What is that mirror about? It's to reflect to you what you really need to do. It's to reflect back to you what should be really valuable to you. Now, you might see it in your fucking mate because you creating the same energy. Some shit that you would deny in yourself. But when you see it in this motherfucker, I can't stand this shit about Toussaint. Mm-hmm. Really what it is, you can't stand that shit about you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it's easy to identify me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But the journey is you recognize it in me. That's why God sent me to your monkey ass.
Yep.
So you can see it in me.
And that's
so you can fix it in you.
And that's relationships across the board.
Across the board.
Across the board, yep.
Across the board. But we content in not dealing with the pain. So that's Toussaint's fucking problem, and I'm going to get a new nigga.
Right.
Or that's Mary's fucking problem,
right.
and I'm going to get a new woman.
Right.
Your dumb ass don't recognize the universe going to keep sending you the same motherfucker with a different face. Until you face the issue. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're going to deal with struggle. You got to embrace it. And if you don't, you just going to fail. And that's okay, too, if that's your choice. But I would hope that we would grow.
Yeah. It's real spill. Listen, I'm going to take a break. When we come back,
that was good.
Is the world's largest penis in there or no?
Oh,
hit the button, Ron.
Okay, cool.
Oh boy.
Okay. Anyhow, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, have some more discussion. I got a word, a phrase. It needs to come back.
Ratricity.
That's a new phrase, and it's a new phrase, and it's also a phrase that I think I coined. But I couldn't.
Electricity out. You might have heard it somewhere.
Come back?
Yeah, there's a phrase that needs to come back. No. I didn't coin the one that needs to come back. I think I coined ratricity.
Oh, got you.
There's a phrase that needs to come back. On the other side of the break, I'm going to tell you the phrase.
Okay.
It's a wonderful phrase, and actually, you've used it on the show a few times, but you use it to cite. Use it as a citation when we're appropriate. It's got to come back.
How far back does it go? How far back?
I think it probably faded out about 15, 20 years ago. I'll say about 20 years ago, it kind of just faded away, and it needs to bring itself back.
Big Lavender in there or something?
I'll tell you what it is.
You're on your job now, huh?
Been on my job, man.
We're also gonna,
Hey, take a break, y'all. Take a break.
we're also gonna talk about.
Herb brought this breakup, not me.
We also gonna talk about him, Lil Ron.
Ron Jeremy.
On
Did
us,
that already.
Ron Jeremy. No, we didn't.
We got he's Big Rod. That's
First
Big
of
Rod.
all, okay, sir. All right. Don't tell me what we did already on my show, okay? Because if I want to do it again, we'll do it again, okay? But I'm not doing the same thing. There's something else we need to talk about your ass in a minute. We'll do that on the other side of the break because I said what I said for another 45 minutes. We'll be right back.
WIIFTBPM.
Sissy's Taco Bar Pop-Up is back with more hours and more days. Check them out at their new pop-up location at The Woodlawn, located 1200 East 79th Street. Sissy's Taco Bar offers authentic street tacos infused with international soul. Now every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at The Woodlawn from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. New vegan tacos have been added to the menu too. Visit sissytacobar.com for more info.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Hey, I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' let us see tomorrow. No. 52 wounded, 10 murdered in a weekend. Homicides on women are increasing. 12 blinking at us for no reason. Feel like we going off the deep end. They still ain't found Kierico. Reported missing about a year ago. And she was pregnant with a little one. Her family praying for a miracle. Taxi van Kanika ain't get no justice. Where the energy they have for Jussie Smollett. I done heard every theory, but where the I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' let us see tomorrow. No. Woman found dead, baby cut out of a womb. I wish it wasn't true. Another woman shot down while her baby in her arms. Can somebody call a truce? This is genocide, honestly. We still remember Tyshawn Lee. I'm implementing new policies. Trying to save the generation under me. We gotta drop the sticks and put the poles up. Your man is a weapon, you need to load up. I couldn't imagine losing one of my daughters.
Don't shoot, I wanna glow up. I'm crying real tears. Real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' live to see tomorrow. No.
Hey, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, check it out. See, while you was on the corner trying to scrape up pack money, I was driving 80 stack trucks on.
This is it, day one. The red letter edition. Big Luda. We can chop it up, get our profits up, get this dust. If you just rotate with me, yeah. It's not a song, I'm trying to put you on to what I'm on, yeah. Before I finish breathing, I'm moving the masses like minister speeches, penning classics as I finish my thesis. Not a pastor or a preacher, my passion is deeper. Rapper / teacher, trying to master the teachings past the sinister streets and moving bags past the police is speeding fast in the evening. The truth is, it's all about eating, but I'm feeding food for thought for those either fasting or feasting. Putting faith in my beliefs when I'm speaking, looking straight till I'm decent, at peace with no fear, believing it's real. I tell them it's heaven, but it's hard when you talking to niggas with no ears. From clouds of chronic coughing in sessions, off walking and stressing, straight lost in the essence. I pause for a second with my thoughts and reflections. I take my losses as lessons, but it's all just a blessing, and that's the mess. We can chop it up, get our profits up, get this dust. If you just
What is happening, family? What is happening? We are back and we are live inside What's in It for the Black People Media Studios alongside Toussaint Werner and Mary Q Angel. My name is Herb Howard. In the studio, trying not to step on himself. Is trying not to step on his tip. Is Ron Jeremy. What's up, Ron Jeremy?
What is Boosie talking about? And she's adding you in these comments.
I don't know. What did she say?
I don't even want to read Mandingo. I don't even want to read it out loud.
Yeah, I missed it. I don't know.
It says your work hour.
Oh, she's referring to porn stars. Wesley Pipes. It's a dude named Mandingo, who may not be as well endowed as you, but you know most people think he's hung like a horse, But he ain't you or nothing, Ron. You know what I'm saying? He can't even compete with you. Jesus Christ. Running his third leg over there. Fuck out of here.
You get.
Whatever. Anyhow. Yeah, Cassie, you missed that part. Sorry. Ask Lil Ron. Or Big Ron. I don't,
Ron Jeremy.
Ask Ron Jeremy. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But anyhow.
What's this word?
Word that needs to come. First of all,
we're back.
Got y'all on the word in 1 second. But this fucking guy, let me put him up.
What I do now?
This freaking guy.
What did I do now?
So yesterday, y'all. Yesterday we have a all staff WIFTBA meeting, just a monthly meeting, right? Standard shit. In the meeting, right? Talking about responsibilities, who does what around this joint, yada, 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 right? Conversation moves to what Ron does around this joint. Then Ron begins to speak. Ron is in this motherfucker. He took off his shirt. He turned Incredible Hulk in the meeting, right? It's a Zoom meeting, right? We can't all be in the studio now. But Ron rips his shirt off in the meeting. I'm a manager around here now, and you all have to be on time, and we got to start, and we got to hit the brakes on time, and this may just be a hobby for y'all, but it's a job for me, and y'all are gonna do. I said, who the fuck is he talking to?
He was specifically talking to us.
He was.
He was talking to y'all.
He was.
He had to be.
He was
Hey,
talking
Ron,
to
check
us.
this out. We don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck, Ron.
That was definitely not the energy, though. I was so.
No, that was
So
absolutely.
humble.
It was so much the energy that your father stopped you mid-rant. Like, Ron, you're gonna get your ass beat
Big
tomorrow.
Lavender did say, "Hey, you gonna get your ass whooped. Let me take the mic from you."
That's how wild your energy was. That May stopped you. Like, man, you gonna get your ass beat tomorrow.
I was there.
Mary, am I fronting on him?
Yeah.
Did I say I'm a manager now?
You got.
I didn't hear that part, Rob, but I think it's hilarious.
You got
I
real
promise you,
big.
you said it. because me and DJ laughed about it for like 15 minutes after
like
that.
in the parachute and everything. Just
Wasn't he? He was gone to the moon, wasn't he?
Like I was like, okay.
He was gone. I said, damn.
Ron a G.
He was on. I'm talking about feeling himself. He really does believe he has the biggest dick on the planet. Like I couldn't. I said, damn, fam.
He was definitely talking to us.
He was on one.
Stick of your shit.
Okay.
That's what that was.
When I say break, y'all break.
Over it.
Okay. Okay,
All
right.
right, dog. All right.
Yeah. Okay. yeah. Okay.
I'm in the box with not the.
Unbelievable. I couldn't wait to get here and tell you about that.
Lil Rod is in charge of the girls. Are you in charge of the girls?
I tried to keep y'all out of it. When you said 30 minutes, Mace, I said, not is, Wiz.
You tried to keep us out of it? Thank you so much.
Did I not say that?
I
He
was
did.
there.
He said that.
Yes,
But you was talking to us the whole time, though. It's okay.
the whole time.
I tried to keep y'all out of it. Yeah. Man, look here. Okay.
Congratulations.
All right.
Nonetheless.
All right.
I'm a manager.
I promise you.
Oh, God.
If Maze wasn't over there in the podcast studio right now doing whatever he's doing in the podcast studio, I would have him come over here and confirm how OC you were on the Zoom meeting last night. Unbelievable how you was feeling yourself.
Are you in charge of the girls? Yes.
I'm in charge of the girls. Are you in charge of the girls? Hey, Ron, we respect what you do around here, but be the fuck cool, fam.
I appreciate it.
All right.
I'll chill out a little bit.
Yeah, please do, man. Gosh darn it. Man.
I wish I'd have heard I'm the manager.
It's how listen, I swear
I didn't hear that.
I swear to God on my mother's head.
I didn't hear
I
that one.
swear to God on my mother's head he said that yesterday.
I heard the hobby part. I didn't hear the manager part.
Swear to God. Like he's so but that's Ron's energy. Remember when who's the white guy and the other interns came around?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he was like
the boss of the intern?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't talk to my interns like that. I said, wait, you run what?
He did say don't talk to my
That's how he moves.
Ron's energy.
That is how he moves when he give him a little power. I could only imagine what it was like when growing up with Ron, when like his parents like, hey, you got the keys, you make sure everything, you know what I'm saying? You in charge until I get back, right? Oh, I could imagine what that was like for whoever else was in the house at the time.
Ron was probably getting his ass whooped then.
Yeah, he's gonna get his ass whooped now too. Like, Mama said I'm in charge. Y'all better go sit down and pick that up. Hey fam, she said make sure the house don't burn down. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Like, that's what she meant when she said you're in charge. She doesn't mean you tell me where to go sit. Okay? Like she means like don't let the house burn down while I'm gone, Ron. Ron took that to heart. Okay, he putting kids to bed. Okay, yes. Go brush your teeth. You go get in the night. It's okay, Ron.
I did change diapers as a shorty.
Okay. I don't know what that means or how that's relevant here, but okay, I'm glad. I'll tell you what, I've never changed a diaper in my life. Real, really? Like random fact, I've never in my life changed a diaper. And
no nephews.
I have nephews. I've got nieces. I've got godchildren. I've never changed a diaper in my life. Somebody else gonna get this. Somebody else gonna do it. And I tell everybody, like, okay, yeah, you can bring the baby over here, right? But what you need to do is change the baby, right? It's like right before you walk in the door, change the baby. And, you know, if the baby needs to be changed again, then I hope you come back soon, okay? Because I'm not doing it.
You're never going to do it?
No. I'm never going to change a diaper. I don't know that, right?
Right. I would say never.
Yeah, I don't know that, but I've never done it. That's a true story. I've never done it.
Okay.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
I don't have children or, you know, prospects for children. So, you know, I don't really see it happening anytime soon. And then the children in my life now are older. They ain't even in diapers no more. Well, my nephew is in diapers, but he think he's 37 anyway, and he think I'm his partner, so he wouldn't even want me to change.
You should change a diaper this year.
Wait.
It'll be fun.
Have you given up, or you just decided that that's not what you want?
Giving up what?
Not having kids.
Yeah, I just don't think I want them.
Oh, you don't want kids?
I don't think so. It's a 24/7 commitment forever. And I just
24/7. If you got
24/7, bro.
Partner.
24/7, G.
So you don't want to
like you on call 24/7. If I call my mama right now and she don't answer, I'm gonna throw a fit. You know what I'm saying? It's 24/7 for the rest of your life.
Wow. Well, how did you arrive to that decision?
What? That I don't want them?
Yeah.
Just kind of just kind of process through it. At first, I was just like, yeah. Then I was like, yes, no. Now I'm pretty sure. No. Now I'm pretty sure it's a no. It's a no for me, dog. And you talk to people, you talk to parents, and they say what they have to say. Oh, I love my child. It's unconditional love, unlike anything you ever.
Wait a minute, man. That's parents saying what they have to say.
Nobody's ever gonna be like, nah, I really wish I could give this motherfucker back. Nobody's gonna say that.
No, we have someone that says it's an overrated experience.
Yeah. Overrated experiences as far as they're gonna go.
Whoever said that's an asshole. That's a very asshole statement.
See, it's a true statement though. Okay, you say a lot of asshole shit that is true. Okay, it is what it is. Like that shit is. No, I'm good.
It's an overrated experience.
I'm straight. My favorite 2 times of spending time with the children in my life is when I get them and when I give them back. I be elated to get them. Like, hang out time. We finna turn up. We finna have a blast. Is when I take them back though, like, whew, take this little motherfucker.
So what about hooking up with women that has children, like ending up with someone that?
What about them?
Are you down with that?
What do you mean down with it?
Have I ever?
In what way?
Can you commit to a woman?
Commit?
In what, like?
What's that mean?
You mean like, you talking about like stepfather type role?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you cool with being a stepdaddy?
See, I'm older now, right? And I'm generally attracted to older women. So the women that I would deal with, if they have children, they kids like grown or damn near grown. So it ain't like I'm coming to take care of a fucking 5-year-old. And if that were the case, then no.
Wow.
It's probably more fun
What
with
about
the
a 12 or
5-year-old.
13-year-old?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This is interesting.
I don't know, right? But
there are people out there like you, so this is interesting.
yeah, I mean, listen, I don't really see it. I don't really see it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't really see it.
Wow. Okay, but your age group is like teen and higher. If you got with a woman that,
I'm just saying that's more likely the case just because of my age bracket and the age bracket with.
But you know for a
within
fact
that I date within.
That's out.
Yeah, I'm not on that, fam. Wow. Not on some long term. Now we can kick it. You know what I'm saying? We can hang out. We can talk. We could be theoretically in relationship, but I'm not like in your crib like that. Or I'm not. You know what I mean? Like it ain't that type of situation.
A lot of kids.
Plus, I'm very judgmental of parents. I'm very judgmental of people's parenting. There are very few things that I'm judgmental about, but the type of parent you are, I'm very judgmental about that. And so if I'm dating you and I see things that I don't really appreciate about your parenting style, I don't really fuck with you. Like, you got bad kids. Like, why? Like why? Nah, you fucking up. Like, nah, I can't deal with you. You got a badass kid. I'm straight.
So kids can absolutely break up a relationship.
Yeah. I'm talking about like, so I was talking to a woman who has a child, and I watched her tell her child to like go to bed like 1,000 times before the kid moved. Now, I'm not saying not the kid went in their room and stayed up. We all did that shit. But I'm talking about before the kid fucking moved. Like, I got an issue with that.
I dated a chick who, like, she would tell her kid to do something, and until she moved, like, to get up to pop, he ain't doing it. Like, can you put the game up? Can you put the game away? Can you get off the game? He's sitting until she get ready to lean up off the couch. That's when he starts moving. And then she sit back down. Like, no, you still have to get in his ass. Just because he did it when you started moving doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
So these are kids that probably don't hear men instructing them to do things a lot.
Yeah, I got a problem with it. You know, I got a problem with it. With you know what I would deem, and again, this is me as a non-parent, but I have a problem with things that I would deem as being characteristics of poor parenting.
You think if it was a father on the scene, the little boy would have got off the game faster?
Yes.
Me too.
All my mama had to do was say, I'm going to call your dad. He wasn't even in the crib.
Yeah, but I also grew up without a father. But my mama didn't tell me shit twice, man.
If my mom said, I will call your daddy right now, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to call your daddy. That's what Chris Rock said. He said, you could do, a mama could do a whole bunch of stuff. Can't nothing mess with, I'm going to call your daddy. Like, What?
So what is this?
What, man? You getting on my nerve with this shit today. What do you want to say?
Nothing. I'm just listening, man.
God damn. Pulling teeth from your ass today. What the fuck?
No, you just got very lofty expectations and shit.
Okay, enlighten us. Enlighten us,
I
veteran
just think
parent.
Culturally, the world changes, right? Like, yeah, granted, your daddy coming over here.
Candace said, I fight kids. And if I can't, don't bring them to my house.
But your daddy from a different era. These kids' daddies is from your era.
Oh, boy.
The fuck you think they respond to you for? They probably most scared of her. It's amazing the expectations we have when we don't operate in those polarities. I just think it's interesting. That's all I'm saying. I just think it's interesting. I don't know. How do we get the same results from different combinations of people? You don't get the same results.
This is true. I can agree with that. I can totally.
Yeah, like I said, there wasn't no man in my crib, but my mama wasn't repeating herself, fam. Like, what you heard what I said, fam. You couldn't even respond to my mama from across the crib. Like, if she called me, Herbie, I couldn't be like, yes or huh. I definitely couldn't say huh. What would get me fucking slapped or something? You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even a possibility to say. But I couldn't even say yes from where I was. And if I did, she just wouldn't say anything. And she just wait for me to walk my ass to wherever she was and then see. I was like, I said, yes, I don't care. I come here, fool. Like,
Boosie says, I think girls grow up scared of mom and boys grow up scared of dads.
My daughter definitely is scared of me. She knows she's in control.
All right. She getting full sets. And she's putting rhinestones on them.
My son is afraid of me, though. I don't like that, but he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
That's the construct. Yeah,
he's afraid of me.
Yeah, you did say yesterday you woke him up fine on him. So
well, he earned it. But
I agree, but
I'm not abusive. But
I'm not trying to say that you are, sir.
I
when you were telling the story, I'm like, did you foul him again? Yeah. So that is what it is. Yeah, no kids. No, I don't see it.
No kids, only cougars. Got it.
I think it's
no kids, only cougars. Who said that?
I think it's something.
Oh, you? That's what you said about me?
You said.
I didn't say nothing about cougars.
I think it's something to be said about women with children, though, specifically from a man perspective, though. Right? I think it's something to be. Like, I ain't dealt with no whole heap of them, but in my younger years, I had a few women who had kids because it's just how do you avoid that shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let me not say women because that would be a stretch.
Oh.
I had friends.
Oh. Right. Not like in relationship, right?
We really
was kicking it.
I come
box
through
beat.
sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We might go out, whatever.
But I think it's something to be said about there was a level of humility attached to those women that was different than women who just, at least in my experience, who didn't have children. You know what I mean? And I think the expectations were different, right? And I think, this might sound shitty, but I think that whatever led them to being single parents might have created some leeway for their understanding or treatment of men.
Say it again.
So whatever led them to being single parents might have changed or created some level of leeway or value that was different in men than, let's say, someone who didn't have it.
In a good way.
I don't know. I'm saying maybe. I said maybe. I don't know.
In a good way or?
Yeah, in a good way. It's a very different experience.
I can dig it.
At least the ones that I dealt with back then. You know what I mean?
I can dig it. All right. So, back in the 90s, people used to use this term. And I didn't even appreciate the term when it was used so much because it's such a hard word. Like, it's such a visceral term. But now I appreciate it and I want it to come back because I want to tell somebody, beat it, cocksucker. Like, I want.
Oh, well, I say cocksucker all the time.
I know, but you usually reference it from that Jay-Z line, right? 30, 40 grand, cocksucker, beat it, right? Like, I want to call somebody a cocksucker so bad. Wow. But it's harsh though. Like, it's so harsh. I can't really find a reason to call somebody a cocksucker, but one is about to come.
Real disrespectful.
It's harsh, ain't it? Stay off the mic, cocksucker.
It's more disrespectful than two guys calling each other bitch.
You get.
I kind of would probably laugh at cocksucker. That would be comical to me.
It's harsh to I'm gonna bring cocksucker back, fam.
I know some dudes who use it in regular conversation.
There's no way you can say that and be serious. Like
That's how I would view it, right? It would be funny to me. You know what I'm saying?
Good. I'm glad y'all feel that way because I now feel better about bringing it back because it sounds so harsh, man.
Well, it's
nobody's gonna believe that you serious though if you call them that.
Beat it, cocksucker.
No, I'm laughing already.
Like that's the only context I know how to use. Like, get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? like, not like this cocksucker ass nigga. Like, not like that.
I say it like that.
Wow, that was the one you want to bring back.
That is the one I want to bring back.
Wow.
I want to bring back cocksucker as a term.
Darius says he called people cocksucker all the time.
Good, Darius.
It's a generational gap because I hear cocksucker.
You hear it a lot?
Yeah.
I still hear it, but I don't hear it regularly.
It's a generational thing.
That's cringy, man.
Well, I'm gonna make sure it continues in my generation.
Maybe because of Jay's record, right? We was right in our prime.
Right?
Cocksucker, so it became part of the lexicon. You know what I mean?
going to make sure that it continues through my generation because I think it's a wonderful term. Cocksucker, beat it. What do you say? What and what about saying it to like a heterosexual woman? Now is it just an observation?
It's still comical. It's still comical.
Cocksucker. Say it to your woman as soon as she get done topping you off.
Antoine Dumele says, I've only used cocksucker at work. That's probably terms to get you fired.
This cocksucker coming here telling me.
That's a call to HR.
Pissed off. He was like real pissed off.
Yeah. This
Real pissed
cocksucker
off at
didn't
work.
put my coffee down
Like,
right.
This cocksucker
Go give me some coffee, cocksucker.
Tell me he want to report on his desk by the end of the day.
Cocksucker.
Cocksucker, you get it when I give it to you.
You gotta be in a whole space for that one.
I got to drop cocksucker at least once every show now.
Oh boy.
Man, shout out to Candace, man. She
Cocksucker.
forwarded
Oh no.
she forwarded
She's a heterosexual woman. I can only imagine.
What's the Eastside Crackheads information, man? We got Eastside Crackheads information. So I'm trying to reach out, man. See if we get an interview with the Eastside Crackheads.
That's
you know?
what's up.
So yeah, we're gonna take it down with the Eastside Crackheads.
Oh, cocksucker, beat it.
I got you.
That working though. Hey, you got me over there on the computer joint.
Cocksucker, forget your computer.
Okay.
What is really happening here?
Yeah, I got your computer up,
what's
Bob
going
G. Let me know when you want me to switch it over.
So I saw this.
All right, it's up.
Hold on, this is a whole.
Oh, that's funny.
You seen this?
No, I have not seen
What
this.
is going on today?
Ron, you got me over there?
Of course, you know I got it.
Yeah, we playing it. We can't hear it, though.
I ain't played it. I got it on pause.
Okay.
It don't make no sense. So, why are you going? So why would if she's sick? Why would you be going to Atlanta? And why are you dressing up? It don't make no sense.
Are you really recording me?
Yes. Fellas, tell me. It don't make no sense.
What doesn't make any sense now?
Why are you going to Atlanta so late? Huh?
My aunt is sick.
But that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense though. I understand she's sick. Why would you even want to be around her if she's sick?
Look, Steph, if you don't believe me, like we've been together for a year now, so So you're not believing what I'm saying.
I do trust you, but it don't make no sense. Why are you dressed up right now?
I'm trying to explain to you the same stuff. I'm going
You're
to see
dressed
my aunt.
You're
You
going
to see your aunt?
It don't make no
All-Star
sense.
Weekend?
Go to Atlanta, where all your friends.
One of her
I just
homegirls said,
follow them.
"Girl."
I follow them on Instagram. All your friends, Rebecca, Ashley, TT.
Well, I didn't know they was there. So
I see. What do you mean you didn't know they was there?
It's that little Ron behind the green door.
Huh?
I haven't
Them
even
in all
I'm going to Atlanta. Cocksucker beat it.
Cocksucker beat it.
All-Star Weekend, like, what are you talking about?
I didn't say nothing about All-Star Weekend. Huh?
That's what you.
Yeah, he's a.
I ain't say nothing about All-Star
He's
Weekend.
a goofy. You know why she's going to Atlanta, fam.
So
beat it, cocksucker.
Okay, so check this out. So if you're going, so check this out. So why are you having red bottoms, huh? I seen your bag. I seen it already. I seen it already. Why are you bringing red bottoms?
Why are you going through my stuff?
But why would you bring red bottoms? Explain
Why are
that.
you going through my stuff?
Why would you?
Why you going through my
Explain
stuff?
that.
Not why I'm lying.
You always bring them, but you're just going down there to
Always
see
bring
your
lube.
aunt for one day, right? And coming right back.
I take lubes everywhere I go.
Photo shoot to do. I'm a model.
A photo shoot. So now you're going. Now
I'm
it's
a
changing from a
model.
photo shoot.
Like,
Wait, I'm sick.
This is just getting me sick and
So
tired.
so it's going from a model a photo
All
shoot.
the trust issues I got.
But you don't. So this ain't you wouldn't this one raise your antennas?
So you don't trust me?
No, I don't trust you because you're going to get the box
I don't
beat.
trust you.
Oh, this is real.
Why?
1 year relationship.
Why?
You don't trust me?
Because you're going to Atlanta on some last minute talking about your aunties. It don't make no sense to me. I've been watching all these memes.
Keep it a
Oh,
buck.
the
Just say
respectful
where you
dude
going,
who said
shorty.
if your girl's going to Atlanta this week, don't be with her. Hello? Hello?
Oh my God.
This ain't adding up. 2 + 2 ain't equal to 4.
Social media is doing to you. That's all
Social media.
Look what it's doing to
Social
you,
media.
shorty.
It's common sense too. Because you got your red bottles in there. You said you might do a video shoot, but you're going down there to see your aunt, and then now you might do a video shoot.
I'm just saying, babe, a photo shoot might come up.
All right, man.
She would've laughed.
Just go.
She knows she go right.
Just get out.
I'm going to get the box beat. Cocksucker, get out my way.
Darius, I'm with you. I don't think this is
And
real.
don't come
It
back.
can't be real.
I think it is.
Nope.
I think it's real.
I think it's real.
Yep. Peace.
I don't think this is real.
Peace.
Film for that.
Shorty, you didn't take the rest of your stuff.
I must got boo
He's
boo
hurt.
written on my forehead.
He's hurt.
You definitely got boo boo the fool.
It
written on
don't
your
make no
forehead.
sense.
He's recording this because he's hurt. Oh, baby.
Yeah, some dudes don't know how to react.
Sweetheart, get the rest of your stuff, sweetheart. You're not coming back here. Like, go get the rest of your stuff. And again, this is Herb talking. Y'all know how I am. She could if she could have been like, yo, I'm trying to go down to the Ada party for All-Star Weekend.
Have a good time.
Go have a good time, sweetheart. Be careful. See you when you get back. But this, I'm going to see my auntie. I take lubes everywhere I go. You take Louboutins everywhere you go.
But see, I think this goes back.
You just to see your sick
it's
auntie.
fake too.
I don't know if it's fake or not, but I don't think it's fake.
We getting a couple. He's hurt.
But I do.
It's a real scenario whether that was fake or not.
But I do think it plays right into the conversation we was having earlier about men operating in their feminine and women operating in their masculine.
So how? Wait. So okay. So how was?
I think everything that woman just did in that video is some shit I did at her age.
Nigga shit, man.
Nigga shit. Yeah, I'm still going. You can be mad as you want. Good
He
fuck,
probably
I'm out.
bought the shoes too.
Right? And I would have told her the lie too, just like she told a lie. I'm not saying it's right, but that whole experience would have been in reverse had it been my life at that age.
Yeah.
That whole experience would have had to been in reverse.
That's a
But-
character thing. That's a heart condition thing,
And
it's a
he-
mind right thing, whether it's male or female. Like
And he's playing soft too. Like the whole thing is flipped. You gonna pull out your phone and record, shorty.
but why does that have to be a flip situation? Why does it this is just character stuff? This is like, why are you with her?
Gonna be an
and why is you
ATL
with-
cocksucker.
She gonna be an ATL.
This ain't got nothing to do with male and female. This is just
think
all
it
full-
That role reversal is real right
I
there.
think it's role
That
reversal
role
right
reversal
there.
is legit right there.
Why does a woman got to be on the other side of that? Like,
What do you mean?
it's a role reversal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So women are used to being like putting a phone on a man and saying, "Where are you going?"
No, just the
And
fact that he is responding to that the way he is and the way that she's trying to move the way she's trying to move. It's just
definitely role reversal.
It's a role reversal. That's it.
I think that's exactly what I saw too.
Yeah.
He looks like the girl.
Bueller says flipping the script, trying to make him feel guilty. Very dude like.
Yeah, I'm going to see my auntie. She's sick.
Right. Now, Mimi is on point. Mimi says she did it because she could. And she understood that from jump. You don't tell a real nigga the goofy shit she just told this nigga. Right? You do not tell a real nigga what she was telling this nigga. She knows he's a cocksucker. Beat it. Like,
sounds very male-like to me.
You know what I'm saying? like you.
I could pull this shit.
I could pull this on him. I could pull this on him. Like, what?
Watch me pull this shit.
Yeah. I'm going to Atlanta late All-Star Weekend because my auntie's sick
and I'm gonna have a photo shoot.
Is your auntie?
I might have
a photo shoot. So I'm taking my red bottoms with me.
I'm a model. You should. The motherfucker might just want to pull out a camera.
Are you going to model in your auntie's hospital bed? Like, what are we doing?
I'm just saying that they ain't got to be a role reversal thing. That's just a character thing. That's just a what can you get away with thing on either side. But you just saying, okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, but
we're used to seeing women.
But it mostly happens the other way, is what I'm saying.
Okay, it mostly happens the other way. Got you.
Yeah.
Because
I see Roe versus Shirley.
Yeah.
it just mostly happens.
He's sitting there.
He looked very sensitive.
He finna cry.
His whole thing was very sensitive.
He ended up crying.
Man can be hurt. Man can't be hurt. Man
So
can't
she
cry,
closed
man
that
can't-
door.
Oh yeah, he was crying.
Surely. But you treat
We're
me,
just
if we're
used-
having this conversation, all the energy you finna get from me, very different.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You're not
Really,
even.
you bum.
You aren't getting any energy from me.
Yeah, right. Have a good time,
Cocksucker beat it.
Cocksucker beat it.
You forgot to pack some stuff.
My male ego would not allow me to be.
Yeah, there's no
saddened by that.
chance.
Even
No
with, even
chance.
with your male ego, would you not like? Okay, yes, male ego would have kicked her to the.
You
curb.
cooked, shorty.
But you are still hurt, right?
No, you're cooked.
You forgot the rest of your clothes.
You are cooked.
Even some stuff.
But that doesn't mean that you still not hurt by the girl, even if your ego kicks her out. No.
I'm not even saying that. I'm not gonna go that far.
I don't know.
Okay,
We
cool.
But
cooked.
she
We
would
just talking
never
about
see that.
All right, right.
She would never see any level of concern from
Right.
me ever again.
So,
in
yeah.
the history of humanity.
Just
You
get the
understand me?
rest of your stuff, sweetie. That's
Shorty
all.
could be on fire and I could be carrying a bucket of water that I walk past like I ain't never seen in my life.
Okay, wouldn't piss on fire to put you out, shorty. Like, no, that's an Eminem line. I know you know it. Yeah, that's bananas, G. But you know, she knew she could. He's a goofy, and so that was that.
And women are not playing that anymore. Women are not being the ones being played anymore. They like, you know what? Y'all do this all the time. F it.
Yeah, no,
the
that's
same thing.
That's bananas.
But they're
That's
not
what's
really.
new. That's what's new about today. And now she got male energy because she's like, I'm gonna do what you do. Screw it. I guess that's.
And he's obviously responding how women used to respond.
Which
Role
is what you
reversal.
mean.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I ain't saying wrong or right. I'm saying it's just some different stuff going on. That's all I'm saying.
Darius, I saw you tell me to take my IG. There's nothing here, sir.
Yeah, I've seen that play before. I've read that play before.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know.
Oh, you don't believe me now?
Right.
Right. My auntie?
Right.
You don't trust me?
Auntie,
My sick auntie.
auntie you ain't never heard of, ain't never seen, you ain't know she was sick until right now. Now it's dire. I gotta
kicks in
get
the
that.
bag?
You know what I'm saying?
That sound like me.
We been together a whole
Doug.
year, shorty.
I don't even know this auntie. Didn't know she was sick. Now she's sick, and you gotta go.
That poor baby.
All-Star weekend.
He felt
You got the
paid
call
to
from
still
Shorty that said y'all got in the right room.
It's busting down.
Right.
You understand me?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and go. I ain't gonna come just for the regular shit, but if y'all should so happen to end up in Kyrie room, call me. I'm on the way.
I got a video shoot.
I got a sick auntie.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. What about girl? You know he a goofy. I'm out of here. Cause you know one of our girls had to say it. What you gonna tell DeAndre? Fuck that nigga. He's a clown.
He's a clown.
Okay, so let me pose this question: if it was a woman and the man was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do this," and she said, "Okay, pack all your stuff. Don't come back."
Wait, what happened?
If the man was telling the woman, run
Uh-huh.
the game on a woman,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go and do this and I'm gonna go and do that, and a woman was like, "Oh, okay, cool.
Right.
Go grab the rest of your stuff and don't come back."
Okay.
Would you guys consider her operating in male energy or just common damn sense?
No, I think anybody who's allowed themselves to get played like my man's is getting played on this video, to the point where you're gonna pull out your phone and record and put it on IG so you can get some affirmation.
She's in her right.
Yeah, like yeah, it's over with. It's over with. Anybody should leave.
Okay.
And again, I'm not saying that she shouldn't be able to go. That's not even how I operate.
True, right?
Go, but what the fuck are you lying for?
But again, I'm going back to role reversal because you know that's the energy of my youth. I'm not gonna say that's everybody's youth. You know what I mean? But you could have caught me saying that whole script.
Wrote that.
I wrote that shit.
Wrote that, fam.
At 20-something, oh, that was my shit. Shoes in the bag. Shoes in the trunk. I had a closet in the truck. You understand me?
Gee.
Yeah.
Some of the trifling things I pulled off back in those days, not cool. Not cool. But you know, yeah, I had a pretty good run. 13 to 24, I went crazy. Crazy. Got married early. And, you know, now that I'm not, I just don't have a desire to be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just seems exhausting.
Yeah, Beulah just said the same thing. Just go. It's too much energy.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that, fam. It's crazy.
I think it's just always been too much energy.
Damn, that's funny, man.
But they was obviously very young people. You know what I mean? And it's a different thing. So that's what I said at that age. Yeah, I wrote that shit.
Yeah, and I also don't like insecure people in relationships. Like, don't have a fine partner if you can't deal with how fine your partner is or the tension that comes with your partner being fine. Like,
that's
like,
the whole thing.
Like, people like, oh, don't want people to look at their woman. Like, fam, somebody better look at her. If I'm the only person who finds her attractive, I am pissed. I picked the wrong one. Somebody else better think she looks nice, fam. Like, what are you looking at my girl? Because she looks nice, fam. That's why. Like, relax, cocksucker. But people be insecure,
I ain't
man.
never had that in. I
don't have no personal experience with, but you see it a lot, and it's like, but we use these languages.
I could always get my half a point. I was surprised.
Period.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Fuck, I was sure.
Period. It is what it is. Like, I ain't finna do this with you at all. Like, but we use the language that we use. That's my woman. Like, you possess her, and it's like, fam, you talk like she's your woman, but as soon as she out your sight, you questioning that. She ain't yours then, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, go somewhere, fam. Like,
now, he was hurt for real.
He was touched. He put out his phone and recorded it.
That's some sucker.
Fellas, you hear him? Fellas, y'all see
right,
this?
right. Because he needs somebody else to.
So how do you feel if a guy approach your woman like, hey, can I dance with your lady? Can I talk to your lady? Can I like
what?
So we saying like we out of the club or something, and some dude wants to dance with my lady?
Do you mind if I dance with your date?
Fam, you can ask if she wants to dance with you.
Okay,
she can dance with you, and even if I were to assert my authority and be like, hell no, you can't dance with him, that changes nothing about the situation here. She still wanted to dance with you,
right?
So what am I finna do that for? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Is that the same for your lady being a wife too? If someone was like, "Hey, can I dance with your wife?"
Yeah, I think the energy is different.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
And the environment is different, right? Where we at? We at some family shit. You know what I mean?
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
Like we at a random club.
Situational.
That's some you disrespecting me at this point, fam. Chill the fuck. Sit your goofy ass down.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
You know what I mean?
And
I don't
you
feel
like,
that way.
yeah, go for it.
If she wants to dance with you, go dance.
I remember.
I don't. What we doing here? She's finna leave with me.
I can't remember the name of the club that was like right there on the corner of Milwaukee and North Avenue. But it was a popular club for that era of my life or whatever. Bad little thing with this dude, right? She bad. All night, this dude all on it though. It's obvious they together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dude goes to the back. But I was young and disrespectful at this time in my life. You know, I've learned so much. Grown so much.
Sorry, Adriana.
But dude went to the bathroom. Now, mind you, I'm deep. I'm with the whole 95th Street in this party, right? Yeah. So a dude go to wherever he go to, I'm assuming he go to the bathroom. I'm on her, right? Instantly, right? Mm-hmm. See, this mob. What?
Come on, go ahead.
This mob comes back from the bathroom or whatever. The whole 95th Street, they created a barrier between me, him, and his woman. When I shoot my shot, I felt like the king of the world.
You felt like the king of the world?
I felt like the king of the world. My ego was so big.
Right.
It was so reckless.
Look at this. Look at this insecure cocksucker over here. He know I can take his woman.
I was like, this is. But that shit it should have got me shot. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
It ain't February no more.
Adrena. Okay. Cool.
A shout out to Adrena, Mary's sister.
Mary's sister. That's your sister?
Yeah.
Just salute to Adrena.
Tell your
She's
sister.
a baby sister. And she's like, my sister.
Is she 8? Or her child's 8?
Her child is 8.
Okay. Well, yeah. Listen,
Not
sis.
for kids.
Free game.
Listen, sis. We appreciate you being here, but we say some things on this show. So we love you, and we're sorry that your 8-year-old heard that. But if she stays, she's gonna hear more of it.
Soak up some of that free game.
Wait. She talking about the 8-year-old was listening?
Yeah.
You got words for an 8-year-old?
8-year-olds in my house hear all this language.
Okay.
I don't hide the word from my kids.
See, there you go. Preparing for the environment they inherited.
Wonderful.
I can dig it. Listen, we gotta get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us sincerely.
Good time.
Coming up on the network this evening, Chris the Critic is at 8 o'clock. Uncovered. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. Magda is at 9. Chris is at 8 here on the network tonight. So y'all make sure y'all hang out with us this evening starting at 8 p.m. We'll be here. We'll be hanging out. Hope y'all are well. Thank y'all so much for choosing to hang out with us today. Magda. I'm called you Magda. Now I got Magda on my mind.
My name is Mary.
Sorry, Mary. Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so very much for hanging out with us yet again on a relationship Friday. Us? How many people are you?
I said me. I just corrected myself.
You mad?
No. Like,
you tight? Because you said us?
You know what happened?
Oh, that was the other one of you?
No,
the us got mad? We?
It's that December baby, man.
I identify as they, them, us, we.
Everything you're saying.
Oh, you tight about it.
Right.
You are tight.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Why are you assuming that I'm tight?
I don't know, but if I keep doing this, you're going to get tight.
No.
Yes, look at you.
all.
Ooh.
No.
Look, see how you lean when you line? You tight.
No.
Tight.
Whatever you want. It's
Okay.
all good.
All right, cool. Tight. For no reason. Sensitive.
Ron, run that East Side crackhead.
You more sensitive. You more sensitive than dude on the video.
Whatever.
Tight. I'm just playing with you. Hey, man, we up out of here. We will catch y'all back here Monday at 3 p.m. for Ron Jeremy, Mary Q Angel, and Toussaint Werner. My name is Herb Howard. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be good to each other. Peace.
Salam alaikum.
WITBPN.
You about that life? I'm about that life. You ain't really about that life. If you really about that life, JC, spit a key. Let me test your work. Boss, you the boss? Let me test your work. Jesus, you talking breezy? Let me test your work. Cam, you the man? Let me test your work. Dre and Snoop, like that chronic, I need something stronger. Molly cute, that's like an aspirin for my daughter. Big time, in the club with a case of Ace. And I sniff that whole table. Scarface, another court case. I'm a frequent offender. When Wyclef was hot, I was gone to November. 6 years, hard time. Bobby was fucking up, Whitney could have been mine. We would have been so high and so in love. When Amy Winehouse died, I could have saved her. I could have smoked like half of that. Hard time. She wouldn't have had to go with Cardiac. Been mine. We would have been hands up under her dress and so in love. When Amy Winehouse died, I could have saved her. I heard from a little birdie. Bring some crystal meth. You can get that from Fergie. Had a real nice dream. Me and Charlie Sheen. Few Playboy bras. I was high in Rock Ford. Brick after brick. Like Shaq at the free throw. I stayed hard. I put coke in my pee hole.